fucking.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
I'm the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules. Market zero. You think I'm fucking around here? Market zero. Oh, Billy.
Spain. Born in a prison, you get dubbed insane. Born in a prison, you can feel like Dre. I'm Mike Spain. Dubbed insane. Protect your neck, no disrespect. I'll deport your ass and I'll collect the check. I'm analyzing everything that you do. Yeah, I broke the Batman, then I'll deport his ass too. Coming straight out of the clan of Wu. I killed so many men, but I respect a few. I ain't robbing no Robin on no street corner or no alleyway. Respect a few. I'm a spectacle with a license to perform violence with an intent to use. I'm a problem in Harlem, just like I'm a problem in Gotham too. I got testicles. Killer Croc wanna break my arm? I bet you do. You think you know about darkness? I was born in it. You think I'm dropping the charges? Go on, get gone. Tell Gordon and the warden to get some. Protect your neck, Holmes. I'll roll up to your spot clad in denim. You know I'm spitting straight venom. I'm Ice Bane. I'm Ice Bane, about to get dubbed insane. Wu-Tang. Straight up Gotham, what? You feel me? Gotham Park City, can you feel me? Motherfuckers feel me? Park Row, can you feel me, motherfucker? Santa Prisca, motherfucker, till I die. Ice Bane.
Here at the South Park Leering Center, we're not just retarded, we're Minnesota retarded. Ilhan Omar was educated here, and she's completely retarded. And I know this might come as a surprise, but I, myself, am retarded.
All right. Well, welcome back to Ironcast. I'm your host, Iron Outside, and we got a lot to talk about tonight, starting with Celebrities say retarded commie shit. Another day that ends in Y. So that'll be the first topic of this evening. Let's go around and just a little, we could just kill half the country and then we'll just be left to rule the ashes. So we'll get into that. Let's go around the horn, see how everybody's doing. First in, we got Drunken Emerald Arrow, Mr. Producer. How's it going tonight, bud?
I'm feeling thin. I'm feeling really thin.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Well, no. The rest of the body does not match the face.
The camera, like, my God, I'm thin tonight.
Wow. What a little trimming. What a little trimming does.
Say, all you did was trim your fucking beard, dude. Did you ever do a sit up on top of that, or just some manscaping?
Manscaping. Mainly because the rest of the body does not match this great, handsome radio face for radio look that I have going.
Yo, dude, we got a word for that. It's called skinny fat. It's like when you see a guy or girl that looks fairly slender, but then when you see them at the beach or at a pool, like, no, there's something wrong. They look thin, but they're clearly obese.
Skinny fat is
so you're skinny fat.
I'm okay. I'll take skinny fat.
Something else. Skinny fat is not a good term. It's an annoying oxymoron.
I'm glad it bugs you. Let's just go right down to you, Professor, making his first appearance on the show, I think. Professor Savage Dad, aka Professor Baby Daddy.
Oh, I'm the only one here who has children, so I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I have to produce, man. Nothing. I mean, I guess
I have spread my seed.
I'll be busy soon, but yeah, nothing. I streamed with MSK this morning, so that was that's a thing.
MSK in the morning. What's that like?
What the?
He was doing it like 10:30. He was ready to go. I don't. No idea.
Well, I don't know if I could handle MSK that early in the morning.
I tagged you, some of you, in a post on X. It explains just about any time you've ever been on an MSK show.
So exactly what you would expect, man. With no time to wake up and brace yourself. Holy shit!
Pretty much.
Brace for
his wife.
Impact. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think she exists. He says it's his couch, but I don't think he has a couch.
He doesn't have either one. Either one.
No. None of them make sense.
God.
Other than that, 3D printing shit is all I've been doing.
Oh, cool. Sammy 3P's here as well, making a return appearance. How's it going, Sammy? What's going on?
Good. I'm glad that you've continuously made me to be the blackest motherfucker on the show, because I'm the only one who's got a rap song.
Icebane is the shit. I will never. That is permanent installment on the intro docket.
I will when a lot of people my age and my shade and be like, I'm not racist. I have a black friend. I'll be like, no, I'm not racist. I wrote Icebane. Sorry.
There you go. That's your street cred. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Speaking of street cred and who doesn't have any, Theo Snodgrass, co-host extraordinaire. How's it going tonight?
Dude, I'm in such a great mood. I'm having a great time. I'm happy to be here, bro. Let's do it.
I love your I'm in a good mood face. It's just
yeah.
That makes one of us.
All right, we'll go ahead and get right into it. But first, let's say hi to the chat, because I saw right off the bat this did not have to happen, but I certainly appreciate it. Jason Clinton for $20, no comment, just $20 right into the fund. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna have a little message at the end of the show about well, let's just say my streaming habits are about to increase tenfold. Master of Trivia, Emily Kruger. We've got Diana Gordon here. What is up, Diana? Of course, the legend himself, Jason Clinton, right there, saying hey and then dropping 20 like a boss. I really appreciate it, bud. We got our other producer on hiatus, Scream Queen Selena, also here monitoring the chat. We've got the Devastator. What is up, man? I'm glad you held out We had about 20 minutes of technical issues, so we are starting a little late tonight. But thanks for hanging in there. We've got a kick bot. That's fun. Let's see what else we got. Another kick bot. That's also fun.
Actually, no, he's not a kickbot.
That's a real guy.
That's a real guy.
Hey, I come across the stream.
No, not that one, not that one. The one that had the little
the grumpy face.
That one. Yeah, that's a real person.
Oh, okay.
You can tell it's a kickbot because it usually has a full message of, hey, you want to go from streaming to 100 to streaming to 1,000? Right. That's your bot.
Exactly. Yeah. Or something about crypto. Well, this guy's here and I like that. So what's up, bud? Hope you like the show. From the grumpy face, that may be questionable. Then we got Vagabond is here. What is up, Vagabond?
What's up, Vagabond?
Mr. Beak, what's up, buddy?
There's your bot.
That's another bot. That's great. Hey, Blue Eyed Scorpio. I'm just here for the Rap Bane music and video. Yes. I'm telling you, man, Ice Bane's the shit. All right.
You're welcome.
I think we
see another one, not a kick bot.
I don't know about that one.
And you know what? I just want to reach out to this chat, and I mean this. Fuck you, nerds. You weren't invited. I'm trying to talk to my friends.
Don't listen to them, Sammy.
You're like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, let's just. It would be so quick to judge, Sammy. Speaking of fun, just sudden appearances of detractors in the chat. Theo, you had an interesting morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing my show, Theocracy, with Theo Snodgrass over on my my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I was doing a show there, and a lady just jumped up. I was talking about like Minneapolis and just how crazy it is that it's so well organized. And some lady jumped in my chat and called me a bootlicker, and said that what else did she say? Yeah, she called me a cuck and told me to eat shit.
Yeah,
and
that was her closing argument.
And I was just like, okay. And I looked. Here's the thing. I looked at her page. It's just some lady. It's just some lady. This is somebody's aunt. She has one video on YouTube. She has one video on YouTube, and it's just a short video of like a frog she saw in a river one time. She was camping and she saw a cool frog and she liked it so much she put it on YouTube. This is not like an evil person. This is just some lady.
That programming, like showing you head.
Talking about, man.
That's the thing, though. It isn't.
She's the target audience.
She may not have been evil, but she's become this. She's been indoctrinated into it. So she may not have been evil at one point in time, but she's just a brainwashed commie.
I'm proud. Well, I'm proud of my chat because, like, my chat's response was, "Wait, no, don't leave. Defend your position." They were trying to engage with her on substance. They were. I think if she'd actually engaged on substance, my chat would have been more than willing to exchange some ideas with her respectfully. I think that would have happened, but that's not why she was there. She wanted to like call names and just say snippy things. And I'm like, I don't even know what, unfortunately, here's the thing. I would have responded to what she said, but I didn't know what she was referencing. And most of it was just name calling. And so I'm like, okay, well, I can't do anything with that. So
you handled yourself well. You were respectful to her. The funniest part was, this morning show, you were the Theo dial was on maybe a 3.5, maybe a 5 at the most. You were going in kind of analytical and just don't these people understand that they're putting themselves in danger? And didn't she just start spurging the fuck out? It was glorious.
Yeah,
I had a moment like that with my of that age one time where it was we were having a thing and eventually you hear enough of that jargon and you're like, you know what? And I don't remember all of it, but I was like, you think you're still a modern Democrat because you voted for Carter? These people will fucking eat you.
And for real.
She was just
in the street for real with bananas and rice.
Yeah, well, it's not like bananas. Well, it's a lot like bananas and rice.
It's a lot like bananas and rice.
I've been saying that. When I go back to work, I'm going to say that all the time. It was it's a lot like bananas and rice.
What's crazy is because she actually does not have the IQ to understand metaphor, but she's heard other people use them. but she probably doesn't have the bandwidth to understand how to use them. So
yeah,
that's why you can't argue with them on substance, though, dude. There's no they don't have any substance to bring to the table. Yeah, well, they're all good. They're all getting arrested.
Well, you know, the funny thing is when she got arrested, no big Band-Aid on the side of her. So that big motherfucking
the apple cider vinegar fixed it.
Oh, it did.
That's what it does.
Oh yeah, then please tell me you have that clip where Ilhan Omar is talking, but like she's dressed like Cersei from season 8 of Game of Thrones, where she's wearing like the black scale shirt, and she's like, "There's nothing to worry about."
No, but if you have that, I'll take it. I'm looking for.
She's dressed like, guys, I'm the villain. Like, there's no. I might have some weird scarf on my head, but I'm a bad person.
Let's see if I can find Bananas and Rice's.
Oh no, I got a better Bananas and Rice. Let me pull. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. This is actually pretty good.
And then we'll get into Gus Fring breaking Bolshevik comments.
Oh goddamn!
Dude,
yeah,
that was crazy.
Check your DMs.
I dropped something in private chat on Bananas and Rice for Sammy.
Oh,
and now your presenter for the Hoax of the Year award, Sydney Sweeney.
Tonight, we honor excellence in storytelling, not films, not novels, but the most convincing political hoax of the year. And the award for best failed hoax performance goes to...
Are they playing Don't Stop
Omar.
Believing?
This is Omar's second award and counting, on her way to being the fake bitch in the United States.
Thank you.
So I don't know her name, but I'm just looking up Bananas and Rice mugshot. Let's see if that brings it up.
That's her name. It'll bring it up.
All right. Bananas and Rice arrested is the first search option. Let me pull this up.
But I'm gonna say nothing remotely. Do you have the headshot? Oh yeah, nothing remotely on that forehead. She had that big ass fucking Band-Aid on her head.
It was comedically big. It looked like a carrot top Band-Aid. Like,
yeah, no, it looked like in the
riot. Here, put one of these on.
It looked like in the cartoons where they hit you over the head with the mallet and the little birds like go around your head. Like that's the type of Band-Aid that they.
Right. Now, Sammy, I got that thing you pulled up. Let me pull the. I thought this was going to be an AI image. I'm actually
no. She's dressed. She's dressed like a fucking Bond villain.
What the fuck? Okay, I haven't seen this at all.
She's like, I will continue to fuck my brother Jamie.
Oh, the similarities.
Yeah.
At Carmel Mall to highlight our incredible Somali businesses.
She's bold under there.
Here.
She is.
We have an extraordinary entrepreneurs who have built amazing.
And she's very self-conscious about it.
That doesn't have any customers, but yet it makes millions.
Or physical addresses. Please do not go.
Like her wine company.
Yeah, like her wine. I do want to.
Oh, that's a great meme. I'm gonna have to do that. Make the Chiquita banana meme.
This is one of the places I recommend.
All kinds of great memes lately.
Who come into our town
3,000 years ago.
Our vibrant Somali community.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, it's all horseshit. But yeah, no, she's dressed up in like dragon scales. The attempt on my life has left me scarred.
God. You know, I was pretty proud of my my tagline tonight. Ilhan Omar stars in What's in Cider.
Spoiler,
right.
Brother.
But let's get on to this is actually pretty sad because I do enjoy most of this actor's work. So hearing them go full, like going a little commie is forgivable because they're Hollywood actors. They're stupid. You just realize these are stupid, silly people that are, you know,
What has he ever done?
The only talent they have is memorizing lines and pretending to have emotions. That's about it.
Yeah, these people forget that the best things that come out of their mouths, other people wrote for them.
Yeah.
But like, why is he dressed like Whoopi Goldberg here?
Oh, the second one, yeah. Well, do you know why that is? Like, I'm sorry, dude, he's Gus Fring in everything, though. Like, he's good at being Gus Fring, but he's just that guy.
No, I'll push back on that because I've watched some other shows with him.
Maybe one other role, but most of the stuff he does is Gus Fring. There's maybe one or two other things he's done, but none of he gets recognized for being Gus Fring. That's what
he has been typecast as the soft-spoken villain. That's what he was in Mandalorian. That's what he's been in a lot of other stuff. But I have seen him. He does have range. I'd be lying if I said
something else in, but it doesn't. I mean, I'd remember it if it had any kind of impact. If he was great in it, it would be more.
Obviously, he has range. I mean, I never would have thought in a million years he would leave the house dressed like this.
Well, he would. Yeah, he was also Pierce Hawthorne's bastard brother in Community.
Yeah.
Was it Community? Maybe it was Community I was thinking of.
He looks like Don Lemon after the HIV has done its thing.
Yeah, this is a great, like, before coming out of the closet, after coming out of the closet.
Yeah.
Though one thing I noticed, he did get his biggest break way later in life. So every time you see him on like at a premiere or, getting interviewed, he is so fucking over the top, peacocked and flamboyant. It's like he's making up for all of the lost time that he was not a fucking celebrity or a star. Yes. It's like, dude, just tone it down a smidge. Come on. I mean, the glasses and the hat and the fucking scarfer chief or whatever you want to call it.
You look like Black Andy Warhol. What the fuck are you doing?
He was a revolutionary in Maze Runner and Far Cry 6. Yeah, he's a lot like those.
Oh, yeah, I did like him in Far Cry 6, actually.
Mm-hmm. But my God, man, I never liked Mark Ruffalo, so I don't see that as a big loss. Ed Norton came out and said some stupid shit, and it's like, you were the good Hulk, but it wasn't too far off the rails. But I think this is probably the worst thing I've heard a celebrity say. This is pretty fucking
Molly Ringwald's comment was pretty bad.
That was atrocious too. But you know what? I'm willing to give that a pass because those are the type of celebrities they haven't been topical in like 30 years, 40 years. So they're trying to get back in there. Like he's been doing stuff,
Yeah, Molly Ringwald's a washed up fucking wine and Zoma fucking lady. Like she's always got one eye drooping, the other one she's only barely conscious 90% of the time. She's also fucking no one anymore. It's not 1986, and the director that wanted to fuck her died long ago and quit putting her in movies.
Molly Ringwald's doing like off Broadway.
Yeah, way off Broadway.
Yeah,
she's on Broadway, bro. She's on Martin Luther King.
Dude,
she's like,
for the right price, not Broadway. For the right price, she would have sprayed Ilhan Omar with that apple cider vinegar.
If you give me $20, you can ask me what's happening, hot stuff.
She would have made
you know how bad it is for her?
No, Christy Nome is never getting fired. Huzzah!
She got used by Hollywood the same way Lindsay Lohan did, but worse and for longer.
Yeah, but Lindsay Lohan has had a good redemption arc, and I like.
Oh, dude, he's even got that smile. I'm glad you hit play and then hit stop. Like shit is just about to just drop out of his mouth.
Whenever you see that look on somebody's face, especially a celebrity, be prepared to hear the most retarded bullshit you've ever heard.
Yep.
Time for a revolution. It's time for it, and they don't even know that's what they're starting. Some very rich old white men are exerting their power to suppress our own people.
Would that be Chuck Schumer or Adam Schiff or
what is amazing is a comment,
rich white Democrat Nancy Pelosi and.
It's amazing the comments he's making. It's like what George Soros, Alex Soros. I mean, it's like you're talking about these rich white that are influencing countries and stuff, and here in the U.S. and pumping money into the Democrat Party. It's like, you do realize that everything, again, it's this projection that keeps happening with that side of the aisle that constantly pushing it onto the right, saying this is what they're doing when it's their own side that's actually doing all this.
Right.
Yeah, the richest
the
and
wall
white
of ice is
It's a real let them eat cake.
Yeah.
Yes. The richest and whitest people in the country are on his side. Like, fucking
yeah.
It's impossible to. It's pointless to even listen beyond that. Like, it's such a stupid talk. It's such an old talking point too. Like, that's the thing. The youth of America isn't falling for it anymore. They're out there defending dictators like Maduro. They're all about Jeff Bezos and the rest of the as long as they're on the left, as long as they're on the right side, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah. Oh yeah, torture those people in Iran. Shoot all of them.
You didn't buy any of that shit at the thrift store. You dressed like a little old lady all by yourself, and it cost you $20,000 to dress like an old homo. Congratulations.
Yeah. an old homeless homo.
Yeah. No, like please, I don't care if you step on the lawn, but stay away from the begonias.
No, it's really the under 30 I guess what would you call them, Theo? Zoomerwaffen, dissident right, that are the ones screaming the loudest, like all deportations, not just criminals, fucking all of them with force immediately.
Remigration, period. That's it.
The middle class voted for this.
I can't stop making fun of how this man is dressed. Another reason that you can just tell that he's like rich and this is like purposeless, like he has a scarf, but it's not even wrapped around his fucking neck. It's just like on his shoulders, like backward.
Like a little kid wears a cape.
Yeah, it was like, so he's not cold. He just
yes, it's so if you didn't know, now you know this man is an artiste.
Yes,
exactly.
He's
and that $5,000 hat that looked like he bought it at Walmart.
Yeah,
like,
like I said, he's got Whoopi Goldberg glasses on.
Yeah,
did we get to the part already? I'm sorry, I don't want to jump the punchline. Are we going to play the full audio? Because I didn't want to comment on what he actually said because of how appalling it was. Do you want me to hold off until we play it? Because let's
go ahead and play the whole thing. In fact, I'm going to pull up another one real quick. This one has been cut. I don't like that. I want to show it in full context. So let me pull up the full thing.
It's truly an appalling statement to consider. Like, it's crazy that a celebrity felt comfortable saying something like that out in public to a red carpet journalist. And what's crazy is he said it in that venue on purpose because he knew a lot of people were going to see it and tell him what a good boy he was. That's why he chose that venue.
Here's that one. We'll pull that up while I pull up Gregory Espendazo.
Yeah, isn't it sad? Like, she's like doing what every other fucking white woman her age is doing and just like threatening people with like execution on social media. That's so disappointing.
Also, she had all that work done. She looks like fucking Bruce Jenner.
Dude, they all look terrible after the work. 20 years after the work's been done, they look like shit.
Yeah,
you buy like 5 years of better face for 20 years of terror.
Dude, I love how she's saying the quiet part out loud. It was like, oh, when we get power again, we're gonna.
They all are.
We're gonna arrest all of you.
That's pretty much. I'm starting to take that shit seriously. I think they mean it.
Yeah,
they do.
They should be.
That's 100%. They 100% mean it.
Like, I'm like, bro,
they've meant it. They've meant it a lot longer than just fucking this year.
And they're all retarded because that's when the war is going to start. Like, all those people who wanted to be left alone, they're going to be like, well, who'd you vote for? And one guy's going to be like, you better get the fuck off my porch, Molly Ringwald.
Dude, I don't know. I don't want the communists to take over again. I've been racist on camera a lot.
Yeah, you're fucked, dude.
I'm in trouble.
All right, let's go ahead. And I think this one's the full clip. So let's just watch it straight through.
This is time for a revolution. It's time for it. And they don't even know that's what they're starting. Some very rich old white men are exerting their power to suppress our own people, thus creating a feeling of civil war in the streets, preparing the haters to hate, teaching them how to shoot. They're not even trained right, to kill. This is all a preparation for a very insidious problem that's happening in our world. And for me, I have to speak out that we will not be iced out. This is not going to happen.
He said the thing. He said the word. He said the catchphrase. Iced out. Ooh, boy.
I like. They're not trained. They're not even trained to shoot, but they're trained to kill. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
His people spent 3 hours preparing that speech simply to fit that in before he went out that day. He paid $20,000 for that right there, just so everybody knows. Rich white people are doing things, but his $50,000 worth of hobo wear and his $20,000 speech, that's that should really engender him to the poor massive retards in the street rioting for their $15 an hour.
All right, let's get
Can't
back to
take
it.
us all down. If the whole world showed up on Putin's doorstep or on the Iranians' doorstep or in Washington, it would stop. They'll kill 550 million, however, but the rest of us would survive with a new. This is time for a revolution. It's time for it, and they don't even know that's what they're starting. But we have to be strong enough to know that we can change the world. We have to change it from within. So if I'm spiritually ready and right, and I'm ready to understand other people and to agree to disagree with them and say, okay, let's find the solution together, then that starts to change things. Not by deporting immigrants, not by killing brown and even white people on the street. It's even crossing over people. Now.
Even white people.
This is gonna
all white people. It's all white people
who are going to show up and say no more. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
That's 50 million people might have to die, but I will get to live on. That's an appalling. That's one of the most appalling things I've ever heard.
It's disgusting. He'll be first against the wall. That's what they're always this stupid. The bourgeoisie are always that retarded. They are always the first against the wall. He will be the first against the wall in his revolution because he is the bourgeoisie. He is the people they are abusing. Every single revolution of communism that's ever happened ended up with him in a camp or splattered on a wall.
I like how he brought up Iran and all this. So are you talking about the Iranian government, or it sounds like he's talking about the rest of the United Nations of the world to team up against the evil American empire? It's a little questionable.
Look at the person just looking over his shoulder, just like making sure he.
Oh my
God! Right.
You better have said it right, boy. That's the thought going on back there with your.
Yep, she's the speechwriter. We found her.
Noticing continues.
Yeah, there she is. Mm-hmm. Lots of noticing.
So let's see if I can find. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm looking for something that I think he might have a problem with once the the communist revolution is in place and they have all the new rules that they want so desperately enacted.
I don't know.
I like how he's like even the white people. It's like it's only been white people.
Even
most of them are those riots are whiter than the snow on the ground in Minnesota.
What color did you think Renee Good was?
No, I've noticed that. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. I think from what I'm hearing, black people are like, nah, you're not gonna fool us with this shit again.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you know what? Good for black people.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like
for real.
Black people, my heart goes out to you. Like I don't take the bait on this one. They are gonna try
good for them.
So hard.
Also, just being honest, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
Well, it's also
that's not their favorite thing.
The first response is, "Hey, so Whitey, tell me this again. You want me to go out and fuck with the police in sub-0 degree weather for what? No, fuck y'all."
The other thing too is
hell no.
Like black people's self-interest aren't implicated in this because black people, supposedly unarmed black people are getting killed by the police, whatever, that implicates their self-interest. Immigrants doesn't have anything to do with them.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Burger for $10. I really appreciate that. Never Fear Burger is in it. Send me the link and let me on for 5 minutes so I can yell colored. You got it, bud. But go ahead.
My favorite one is did you see the one where that black lady's like yelling at the protesters?
Yeah.
And she's like, "You ain't been here." I was like, "You're right."
Oh yeah.
They ain't been here.
A lot of, because I think a lot of the black people, especially in the cities and everything, they're starting to realize that they were promised everything, and then they've moved on. Like, okay, we've got your votes. Now we're gonna move on to this cause and this demographic and this one. Flavor of the month right now is immigrants. And what communities suffer the worst from mass migration? It's the minority communities, because that's where they flood them in. They get rent vouchers. They take up all the apartments, all the fucking homes. They raise the price on rent. They raise the price on they make purchasing a home almost impossible.
Not for nothing. When was the last time you saw a high profile Democrat say Black Lives Matter? They dropped that shit like a bad habit as soon as trans people got popular. And then it was Palestine, and now it's fucking ICE or whatever.
It's like what you were saying earlier. It was like, so, and a lot, there's the crazy activists, right? They'll say whatever they have to say, whatever the flavor of the month is. But they're also saying, like real black activists are going, hey, we need to stand up. We need to form our own communities and everything. And then you have Democrats like, we support you. And this is how much we support you is we're going to flood your area with a bunch of people who don't speak English or pay taxes or have any chance of getting employed.
Well, and can you imagine how insulting it is? Can you imagine how insulting it is as a black person in your neighborhood? They flood it with Somalis and like, well, they're the same as you, right? They look like you enough, right?
You guys know each other.
They do not like
the same thing.
They do not like
that's why the funniest moment in recent political history is when they started sending migrants to Martha's Vineyard.
I know.
There was never.
That was hilarious.
They're like, no, we love them. We want to help them, but they just can't stay here. Why is that? You have a whole vineyard. You can't house a couple Somalians.
No, of course not.
Yeah, this is the thing that Gus Fring gonna house a bunch of immigrants? Does he want, does he want Somalis living next door to him?
The Venezuelan guy they send to his houses, he might house one or two of them, for fun on the weekends. This is the funny thing about white people is that the Democratic white people do not get that Somalis and other African Americans don't really fucking get along. Like Cubans and Puerto Ricans don't really fucking get along. Go to Miami.
Well, that's why the left is the most the left is the party of racism, because they just assume that based on if you look enough alike, you're exactly the same. They don't get it. They think all Hispanics are basically illegal, orange vendors on the side of the road, no matter where they come from. They think that all black people are absolutely interchangeable, no matter where they come from.
Do you know why that is? I think it's because white leftists, especially the women, do not have any minority friends. So they've never actually met any of these people or hung out with them for long periods of time or hung out with them. So they can only view them in terms of hollow stereotypes, because that's the only way that they know them. And any people of that ethnicity that they do know are really just woke leftists. So they speak the same woke leftist lingo. So they're not actually, that's their culture now.
Yeah, no, but meanwhile, we've been in the back the whole time and we're just like, hey, just hang out with us and we'll make fun of these people. And then it's been the pendulum is swinging the other way, right? It was like, we got the Hispanic vote, we're getting the black vote, because everybody's done, and we're just like, just watch these people dig their own grave. I think I said it last week. It's Operation Let Them Speak. It was like let them actually dig their own grave, because they will. You can hand them the shovel, they will. They go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, we see Gus, he threw in that rich white people comment a lot of times. Gus, I'd like to know, what do your neighbors look like in where you live, where you go to sleep tonight, where you have chosen to take that Breaking Bad money and purchase a home? Who do you live next door to? I'll wait.
Well, it's like when they arrested O.J. Simpson.
Oh yeah.
And they were all and he looked around. They're all boycotting, or like they had their signs and everything. And he looked around. And he's like, "What are all these N-words doing in Brentwood?"
Yeah. The best part is his team, before they did the interview, took out all of his art in his home.
Oh yeah.
With like African, very empowered artwork.
Yeah, because he was like, "I'm just OJ."
Manufactured. It was all manufactured. But I thought this is great. Hold on. I didn't mean to play that. Where is it? I just had this. I wonder how, once he gets his communist revolution, I wonder how he'd feel about this. So this is a response to Mark Ruffalo saying it's time for an economic revolution. So the same thing. Capitalism today is failing us, killing us, and robbing us from our children's future. Robbing from our children's future. Okay, that's serious. Agree. Too many rich, too many people getting rich making movies. Entertainment should be a free public good. No one should profit from it. That's exploitation. Entertainment is a human right. Let's create a department of entertainment to be the single provider, equal pay for actors and postal workers. I wonder how you'd feel about that.
Dude, this is fan. I love this. And he's actually, you have more of a point here. If you think about the exploitation, we talked about it, Molly Ringwald, Lindsay Lohan, child actors, he has at least some ground to stand on this. He's not completely wrong. Yeah. I mean, unless you're the top 5 actors in the country, a lot of people in the acting industry have been exploited, and all your fucking key grips and your production people. A sound argument could be made to do this, and I guarantee you they lose their fucking shit. I want Trump to do this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you know what? We'll even keep it high. $1 million a film. That's the highest you can get.
Yep.
Also, if you get that, you're not allowed to make another movie that year.
No.
There ain't nobody else making $1 million a year.
Yeah, we got to give other people a chance, right? I actually think I would be behind that 100%. Let's see how many
cost of making movies go down. Cost of Netflix goes down. We all win.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to take the money you already have, Mark. But like you and Robert Downey, it's and Gus Fring over there. It's time. Pay the piper.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who's Piper?
We don't have to take the money they already have, but we do. We should institute some sort of
that old white man.
The legacy actors tax or something of the effect to make it equalize them out. Like they do need to pay their fair share into the system. So
that is crazy because they're always talking about the taxes and the rich need to pay their fair share. You hear that from fucking Hollywood actors, A-listers. Like, okay, let's disclose your tax doc. Do you hire a really good tax attorney to make sure that you're paying as little possible, or are you being overtly generous with all that money you make per picture?
The funniest part would hear them defending it. It was like, I was on scene in Arizona,
right,
for months. I spent 3 months in Arizona.
I couldn't even get a real coffee.
Yeah. Did you realize what craft services looked like in Arizona? There was no sushi.
Always refried beans and rice.
Yeah. Just a bunch of Mexicans. I mean, indigenous people. That's the best thing. And it was I was just trying to be funny, but that is the best too. Like when the veil gets ripped off, because when these people lose it, they lose it. Because whenever you see a black guy or someone with a base comment, what's the first thing they do? They start calling them the N-word. They start saying them the most racist shit you've ever heard. These people are all fake.
Just go look at
and they're all racist.
Vagabonds.
Yeah, no, dude, it's crazy the way they talk to Vagabond.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dude. Racism's okay as long as you're of the right political persuasion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to hear some racial slurs? Just be a black ICE officer. Just pretend to be one if you're curious, and then see what happens. Now, not all Hollywood actors. There are a few good ones. Chris Pratt, I had to share this because I thought this is hilarious. He's fucked up his foot, just decided to share it with the world.
The claw. The claw. Look at.
Stop.
What?
Stop.
What?
Stop.
Why? Look at it.
It's so. Stop. Seriously.
Stop. Why? You said you almost threw up in your mouth looking at my foot because I flexed my toes. Claw.
Dude, it's so swollen.
That is some fucked up shit, man.
If you showed me that foot alone, I would assume it's just someone with Down syndrome.
It looks good.
Right.
Since America's Got Talent.
What the hell did he do? That's wonderful.
I guess he heard it on the set of his new movie.
Look at
Mercy.
Mercy, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a terrible ankle sprain. That might even be some ligament tears.
Mr. Bird, when I was a kid, race wasn't a big deal.
Iron, look at what Vagabond just posted.
I'm about to. Race wasn't a big deal. What your hobbies and interests were the main thing. Yeah, I would love to go back. You must be a 90s kid like myself.
And it was pre-Obama.
Yes, Obama ruined everything.
If we could go back to the 90s, that would cure all of our problems. Vagabond, horrible feet. We figured out how to cure him. We just show him this on loop.
my foot because I flexed my toes.
God damn.
He's like one of the few people in Hollywood that actually seems like he's fucking enjoying his life.
Mm-hmm.
Like he actually seems like he's having a good time, and like he's enjoying the fact that he made it, and he's, he did something, more than even just the show that he was on. He made it past that, and he's done so much more. And it's like he doesn't have to do anything now. He just fucking live a good life and be happy, and fuck, dude, that's what actors
That's
used
why
to
they
be
hate
that
him.
way.
That's why they hate him.
Good time.
He's happy.
Yeah,
he was canceled for thanking Jesus at an award show.
Yeah, he was just
Which
like,
used
hey,
to
be
be
good to
common
God, let
practice.
Christ in your life. And they're like, this motherfucker.
Ellen Page just started fucking sizzling in the
Ellen Page sewed her
Ellen
vagina
Page
shut, cut her thumb off.
After that, she had to go cut her boobs off right after that happened. She was so enraged.
She spaded herself.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
All right. What's next on the docket? We'll go with something a little more serious. Have you been following the FBI raids in Georgia, Fulton County?
I have not.
Oh yeah, I'm
Really?
very interested in what's going on there because I live at the epicenter of it. I've got more than they do there, and I'm just waiting.
Yeah, Arizona needs to be next on the list.
Maricopa County has all of the shit Nick Sorter found in fucking Minnesota, all of the shit that they're finding right now in Fulton County, Georgia, and then some. We have been the epicenter of illegal immigration and government corruption surrounding it for fucking 20 years, dude, or longer. Since I was a kid, I remember drop house raids when I was fucking 10, for illegal immigrants. So I'm just waiting till they move west like everyone else.
Well, in case you're wondering if there was Trump did have a real second agenda for fucking snacking up Maduro the way he did, dead of night like a fucking gangster. It wasn't oil, it was this shit. It was the whole Dominion fund. Yeah, the 2020 election. Trump. He casually said just a few days ago, and it was completely stolen. He was at the World Economic Forum. And to say that shit there was just so great. And, arrests are coming. We have everything. He says a lot of shit, but most of the time he fucking means it. And I think shit's about to get real. This is one of them. Wonder why FBI raided Fulton County election office. Here is probably just one reason. And I remember when this happened back in 2020 on January 23rd, Eric Coomer, from Dominion voting machines, which is a product that came from old Venezuela. admitted that he allowed foreign nationals, including Serbian employees, to access the voting machines remotely. This contradicts his original claim that such access was impossible. Now, today, January 28th, the FBI raids Fulton County Election Office and seizes all data from the 2020 election. Now, they took the machines, they took all the data, and they took all the physical copies of everything they had stored. They literally took every fucking thing.
They had people in that office trying to stop them from getting those last 20,000 too. They had to go back and get like motherfucking warrant. It was wild.
Yeah. And what's crazy, more information comes out. This was not a search warrant. This was a criminal warrant, which means they went to a judge, had to have evidence suggesting a crime took place and get that shit signed off on. They fought the subpoenas. They fought the requests. Now they got a fucking criminal warrant to go in the way that they did, get everything. And like you said, Prof, then they had to turn around and go back and get more. They wouldn't do that.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that Carrie Lake fully and went through and adjudicated and collected at the time the shit from the elections here. There's evidence sitting somewhere. They already have this shit collected. Now we just have to go back through and get somebody who's going to fucking do something about it.
Yeah, this isn't going to stop at the presidential election either from 2020. This is going to go a lot deeper because the senator that tweeted about this earlier just started screaming, January 6th, it was a free election, January 6th, or whatever it was. Yeah, J6. Yeah. He had the same little inconsistency. He was losing, pipe burst, whoop, straight line, just one. That exact fucking F.
Or all of the red districts in Arizona in 2022, for some reason not having a mist-sized ballot that became unreadable. Mine was unreadable. I remember that morning. I was there for an hour trying to get my fucking ballot through until it finally took it. And then they found later that they did the off-size.
And in Arizona, dude, they forced people to use Sharpies. Like, oh, you can't use a pen. You have to use a Sharpie. Well, Sharpies don't work. Yeah, that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they didn't. It's one thing to cheat, but they didn't even fucking try to hide it. They think that.
Dude, wait till you get the stuff about addresses is from Fulton County, dude. That further down this article, when they get to the address they found with the number of people who voted from it, it'll blow your fucking mind that passed through.
Let's see. Mr. Burp, when I was a kid in South Orange County, I'm assuming, no one cared about race. It was all about entertainment and hobbies. Yeah, 100%. Like right now, the big thing that everybody's kind of bitching and moaning about is Man at Arms. This is more of a rogues gallery topic, but I'm going to go ahead and bring it up now since she mentioned that. With Idris Elba, good casting. He looks like the character, but black. He's a good actor. In the 90s, no one would have cared because no one cared about Kingpin because Michael Clark Duncan looked like the Kingpin, really even though he was black. I think he was fantastic in the role. But
nobody had that stature.
We're at a different time. Everybody, if there's a race swap, even if it doesn't really matter and it's actually a good actor that's right for the role, legitimate reasons to do this, which I'm usually pretty against, but it was way more forgivable. Everybody's just so sick of it. Now they're going to make a big deal over every single one. We're having the same thing in Street Fighter. But again, that's a rogues gallery topic. Let's get back to FBI.
Fox News is learning FBI agents are on site at a Fulton County election office in Georgia, where they are conducting a search. David Spunt's got more details for us on this developing story. David?
Hi, Sandra. This is a satellite office for the Fulton County Elections Office. The FBI Atlanta press office confirming this, not giving many details, saying that the FBI is executing a court-authorized law enforcement action. No other details at this time, but we do know via sources a judge signed off on this warrant, allowing these agents, as you see them, enter this building to take items from the inside. Now, we're told that this is a sealed matter before the court, meaning details are now limited. Now, agents are looking at documents, phones, computers. We are told.
So the fact that it is sealed, that means that they have evidence that they can't be made public yet.
Yep. Tulsi Gabbard is on site there too. They probably shouldn't have put her on that no-fly list.
This this is not just a little thing like just so that they can later go and say, hey, look at this. We're going to do nothing about it. No.
You remember that video we watched that everybody in the fucking world saw, that lady pulling that shit out after they closed for the leak at 3:00 in the morning and start counting fucking ballots with nobody in the room? Wow. I wonder where the fuck that lady is right now.
We're going to look. The one that got a medal from Biden.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Via multiple sources, this is related to the 2020 presidential election. Now, we don't know specifically what agents are taking to the FBI lab, items that may eventually become part of a federal case.
This fucking penis head.
You may remember President Trump was charged in Fulton County.
That's Ratzenberger, right? Ratzenberger.
Yeah, he's not comfortable tonight, I guarantee you. I wonder if he's still in the country.
No. What was great, if you remember the night of the 2020 election, he went on the news, said they're calling it for Trump. Even if they counted all the rest of the votes and they were all for Biden, it wouldn't matter. It's over. We're calling it for Trump. Then they cut away from him abruptly as he was saying that. They went on to start kind of gaslighting us on the news, saying, well, you know, there's still so many votes and every vote does count, blah, blah, blah. Pipe burst, done counting overnight, and they reversed it. Don't ask questions. Just go with the narrative. No one is surprised by this. It's
Most
like
votes in history.
We already know that this was the most bullshit thing that's ever happened. Probably the biggest scandal in American history. But now it's just, we just need to get, vindicated.
Trying to overturn the 2020 election results. That's Brad Raffensperger right there. He is the Secretary of State of Georgia. That is the Fulton County District Attorney, Fani Willis. Now, Raffensperger spoke to President Trump back in early 2021, and Trump said that he wanted to find some 11,000 votes to help win the election. Raffensperger said that he felt pressure from Trump. Willis then took Donald Trump to trial. That didn't happen. In 2023, she said that her prosecution was all buttoned up, ready to go, but it was completely derailed after it was revealed she had an intimate relationship with the top prosecutor on her team, and it could have tainted the case. Late last year, a judge dismissed the case in its entirety. It's important to point out, Sandra, that a judge typically would not just sign off on a warrant so the FBI could go on what's known as a fishing expedition. It's likely the FBI and DOJ presented some credible evidence to the judge for the judge to go ahead and give the green light. No immediate comment from the Justice Department. Again, the FBI confirming this court-authorized search warrant. We are waiting to see if perhaps...
Okay.
They've been this isn't even that new. They've been there have been, I think they've been reviewing this stuff somewhere in Congress.
Forever.
You've seen a lot of it coming out of it. Well, not even just forever. I'm talking about in like the last few months. It's been coming out of Maricopa County almost consistently since the end of last year. People talking about the shit with the voter rolls. They're currently the county recorder, who is a Republican, Justin Heap, is in a battle with the Board of Elections here in Maricopa County to fucking get like his authority taken back from them because they illegitimately took some authority from him because he's trying to unfuck the election process in Maricopa County. So there's stuff there's fucked up voter rolls. There are illegal immigrants already revealed to be on the voter rolls, enough of them that would have swayed the 2022 election for Carrie Lake. Just in that alone, you can already tell that the election was fucked here the last time. And I love that now all of a sudden people have been talking about this. You see a lot of guys like Nick Sorter, other versions of him going around and reviewing the election like the addresses for submitted ballots and shit. Be like, look at how many people, like all 50 people from this address, and it doesn't exist. I'm like, guys, where was everybody at when Crowder did this the fucking day after the election? Mind you, so much that he got thrown off of YouTube.
Dude, they did the same thing in Nevada, and I actually had to sign something because, so what happened was, and I don't know if Crowder was involved with this or another investigator, but
you got a call from the Clark County Recorder's Office. I remember that one.
I got a call. They asked if my current address was my previous address. I said no. I had since moved. Then they asked about two residents that are both deceased, former, not former, they're still relatives of mine. They're just deceased. And I was living in the home that I had, that was previously there as well. They asked if either of these two people that had been deceased since 2012 were still living there. It's like, no, they died. When? 2012. So they did not register to vote in 2020 and then vote in 2020. I was like, well, I certainly hope not.
Well, they voted Democrat.
Would you be willing to sign something proving this? I was like, I can do better. I have both the death certificates, and yes, I'd be absolutely willing to sign. So sent it over, did a DocuSign thing, bang, boom, done. Never heard anything back though.
Well, of course not. They did their due diligence and they burnt it in a trash can.
But here's Fulton County.
8 o'clock in the morning.
This is after the pipe burst.
There you go. So now they're going to start pulling these ballots out from under this table. This table, the black one, was placed there by the lady with the blonde
Which black one? There's a lot of black ones in there. Oh, you're talking about the tables. Never mind.
braids at about 2 a.m. in the morning. So she put that table there. So the same person who's staying behind now, the same person who cleared the place out under the pretense that we're going to stop counting, is the person who put the table there at 8:22 in the morning. Yeah, I saw 4 suitcases come out from underneath the table. Yeah, upper right hand, you see the gentleman.
It took 6 years to look into this. 6 years?
Of course it did, because they got exactly what they wanted in the prior years. It was funny because there was so much evidence that came out and so much attention. They couldn't fucking do it again the last go around. They couldn't do it in 24. They just couldn't. It would have been too obvious.
Yeah. No, they knew they weren't going to win, so they started going in a different direction. That's why before even the election, Gavin Newsom started collecting money to basically start pushing anti-ICE shit in California. Just knowing it was good. That was before the election because he already knew what was coming. Here's Ruby Friedman. The lady with the braids is sitting there rescanning the same stacks of ballots over and over.
So I got a lot of work to do, y'all. So I'm working 7 days a week, but I'm getting it done. I was out for 10 days because I ain't like the way things were going. So I just said, yeah.
I just said,
yeah. Anywho, I'll see y'all when I see you. But I'm back, ready to work. I'm gonna let y'all see.
Hey, Mr. Berger, if you're still watching, I sent you a link, bud. Oh, wait. Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
We're right here. What is this? What's all this now? Sitting here just recording?
Okay. So that's what's going on in Fulton County. Voter registration. Sir, can I have some work? It's been 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
That's all you give me.
I'm going to give you but 5. I come to work, y'all, and they talk about me. Oh, they talk about me. I don't care. Because I told them I didn't want to work. Oh, Dion, thank you. Thank you, love.
All right. Thank you, Dion. Let's go to that one's boring. Okay. Yeah, this is from her when she was actually being interviewed by police.
Even though my name is still lingering, if you was on the list, what they want to believe. But now it's the U.S. report, so I need an attorney. I want to go live. I'll go live on every platform because it is going to blow your mind, and you are going to be amazed at that picture came to your mind. That picture came to your mind, and when you thought about me, you are going to be amazed.
Yeah, she wants an attorney right away. She's already trying to make a deal before she even has an attorney. So here's the thing. I honestly don't even care if she gets prosecuted. I want the people above her. Yep. She was just a pawn.
He'd probably flip too.
What she was told to do.
I hope she gets away scot-free. Make her a fucking state witness. Give her everything she wants. No jail time.
Immunity.
Immunity.
Yeah.
I
You
am
will
here
flip on absolute immunity.
Ruby, the truth shall set thee free. Just, I don't want her going. I want everyone else. And everyone else, I want fucking blood.
Yeah, we need to bring back, the old solution for treason, something with a town square. Where we
Yes.
can all go watch. Stockades would be a good start. We can go there, throw some fruit at them, rotten shit, dog crap, whatever, and then you finish it the way they did in the Old West. I'll come and build it, man.
And I carry it with me like my daddy did.
So this one might be good. This was from, that's from yesterday. I'm looking for something a little more recent involving the FBI raid. So just bear with me for a moment. I had all my links before I had all these technical issues and had to restart my computer and clear out my browsing history to make fucking YouTube work right.
I always bookmark and hope that the bookmark takes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish I should do better about that, but okay. I like this one.
Pussy's real noisy tonight.
We'll go with this one. This will be the last one. Then we'll move on to Ilhan Omar since we're pushing toward the last hour of the show. There we go.
Yeah, when Democrats get caught with their hands in the cookie jar with their blatant crimes, I would say watch out for the riots. We may have Democrat instituted riots later, like they did in Minnesota, Minneapolis, when the Somali pirates got caught stealing billions of dollars in American taxpayer money, working with these Minnesota Democrat politicians. They tried to distract with riots. So who knows what they're going to do here. But I would just say this with Fulton County. What do they have? 500,000 ballots from the 2020 election that they didn't want to turn over to the Justice Department as part of a lawsuit by the Justice Department. And then you had the FBI go raid and get these documents. It was authorized by a United States magistrate judge to get these voting records from 2020. What do they have to hide? It's amazing.
Sorry, he was talking way too slow. That guy's usually a lot more high energy. Now, again, I don't care if Ruby Freeman sees any jail time. Now, what's the name of the governor there in Georgia?
Brian Kemp.
Brian Kemp. Yeah, Brian Kemp.
Yeah,
now,
Kemp.
do you guys remember what happened to his soon-to-be son-in-law right as he started cooperating with Trump to look into like what could be some shady inconsistencies, we'll call them, within their election?
No.
No.
All right. So Brian Kemp's soon-to-be son-in-law, his daughter's fiance, pretty much the day after he started cooperating, is just driving along when his car is blown the fuck up. Witnesses described it as looking like a some sort of rocket or something hit. That was one of the quotes. A rocket or something hit the vehicle.
The left ain't fucking around on this one, dude. This is bad.
Real quickly, I just noticed this because I'm looking at the bottom of the screen. I know we'll talk about it, but police identified substance used on Ilhan Omar's attack as apple cider vinegar.
Right. What's in cider?
Yeah, that's been out all That's gonna be the name. That's gonna be the name.
All you want, Theo. I'm proud of that joke. Oh my god!
I prefer my cider from the Caymans.
Was it the apple cider vinegar containing the mother?
There will be a porn remake of the scenario.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No, start for brother.
Bananas and rice. Bananas and rice.
You know, so fuck all this boring election stuff. Let's go right to Ilhan Omar. Yeah. So anyway, Brian Kemp's soon-to-be son-in-law, his car just explodes for fucking no reason whatsoever. Totally a coincidence. Don't look into it. I believe even the cop investigating it was either taken off or something happened to the lead investigator in that case as well. And witnesses described it as looking like something, a projectile or a missile of some sort, hit the car. Sounds a bit like a drone attack. I'm just saying that's what it sounds like. Not that that's totally what fucking happened.
Well, Kemp and Raffensperger were as deep as it could go on the fucking deep state election fraud there. Like they are the top of the heap. They are the most fucked people in this entire scenario. If they find anything there, those two dipshits on the right are the most fucked because they were the most fervent of how great their elections were. They were the ones that the deep state shoved in front of the camera, which means and to have contacted two people at that level of government there, they have to have had contact with other people. So either Kemp and Raffensperger leave the country soon, or they get flipped state's evidence, and then whoever has the power to shoot a rocket at a governor's future son-in-law, comes to fruition, and some real fucking shit comes out of this. Like that's some real deep, dirty, dark shit they're digging out of the closet there in Fulton County, and it'd be interesting to see where the fuck it goes, if it goes anywhere, man. I hope so.
I think it has to go somewhere. They wouldn't do all this if they had
at the perfect timing when the spotlight was on Minneapolis too, by the way.
Fake.
Perfect timing.
We got MSK, the Iron Man 728. Is sex with liberal women good?
For a while.
Yeah. Let's start talking.
Direct that line of questions to Theo.
It's not worth it, bro.
Resident retired fuckboy Theo Snodgrass speaks up.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I need Von Coleman's clip for justification. I gotta have to send the raw video
somewhere. Yeah, you gotta have that.
Okay. So did this happened was this last night or no? This happened Wednesday night. I remember because that was when we were pretty much right as we were doing the last episode on this. And she gets sprayed. It already looked very questionable. Guy in the front row, they camera in on him. And in very little time whatsoever, we already know the substance is apple cider vinegar. The man has trans kids. His wife is an activist. And he may or may not have had a photo taken even with Ilhan Omar. That one is still being analyzed. They haven't been able to prove if that's they know it's not AI. It might be Photoshop. So everything already screamed of a fucking hoax or a scam. But Terrence K. Williams, right, and we'll look at that in a minute. But Terrence K. Williams, who's pretty fucking hilarious, got a little serious this time. Dear Ilhan Omar, I spoke with Poison Control. Their instructions were very clear, and you did not follow any of them. They said, this is pretty much common knowledge, but he laid it out for her. If you are sprayed with an unknown substance, get fresh air immediately. Do not touch your face. Remove contaminated clothing. Rinse skin and eyes with running water for 15 minutes. Wash with soap and water. Seek medical attention right away and call Poison Control for guidance. She did absolutely none of those things. She, in fact, went back to the podium for her fight, fight, fight Trump moment and finished her speech almost as if it were written ahead of time. Yep. Oh, boy.
He looks drunk.
He does look drunk.
Well, I bet he had to get a little
shit.
He does. And I think he probably had to. He knows he's going to be doing some time over this. But what I want to find is Ilhan Omar.
You want to know what? Actually,
responded.
It'd be in actually his best interest if he turned on Omar.
Yeah, if they start throwing some real, he got minimal.
He's getting federal charges. No, he got federal charges as of tonight. The DO or the FBI. Yeah. So we'll see if he wants to hold up to federal fuck you in the ass prison.
Yeah, let's see how true of a believer you are.
Yeah, how big of this is where your white guilt ally status comes into serious question here.
Unless he's already a cuck, then he may be down for a little cell block D.
Uh-huh.
So I want to find where she actually responded to Terrence. It was pretty funny. See if I can find it here. Oh boy. I got way too many bookmarks. They're everywhere. Oh my God. Talk amongst yourselves for just a moment while I find this.
Okay, I'm just going to say what we're all thinking about Ilhan Omar.
Go for it.
Smash,
Probably
right?
you're the only one.
No.
Nope. Absolutely fucking
No.
not.
Not what we were thinking.
Okay. She's bald. She's not even bald. She's got patchy hair up there, dude.
Well, you don't have to fuck
She
her
smells
hair,
bad, dude.
Professor.
You know by looking at her. I don't, dude. I'm sorry, but if I saw it, like I wouldn't be able to.
You know what?
If she
And I'm
took
gonna
that
say
thing off
this.
and there's like a patch here and a patch there and a patch over here,
You know
she
what I
looks
say
like
this?
somebody
I
went
gotta
out
say
and-
this, Professor. I don't mind a woman with an odor. To be honest with you.
Oh man!
You know what?
Oh God, are you one of those fucking hippies? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do you refer to it as pheromones?
That is
He
that
does.
is what it's called. That's the
No.
scientific term.
Theo's
I
from
think
the
it's better.
Northwest. He had to get used to the smell, guys.
Theo's like, I'd like her to not shower for like 7 days before
Bro,
I go down.
I'm telling you, listen. So I
Theo, what's your opinion on armpit
Listen.
hair? How long do you
No,
like it?
listen.
Dreads
Pro.
or braids?
Pro, strongly in favor. Now listen, here's the thing.
Ugh.
I'm gonna say something. So I hooked up with a girl after a CrossFit class one time, and I'm just gonna say there's something powerful about that.
That's different.
I'm just
dude.
gonna say.
she
Yeah, did you
she hasn't
slurp
showered.
the
Ilhan
soup?
looks like she hasn't
We were
showered in a
both
month.
activated, bro.
Oh God.
I'm telling you.
A workout
okay,
after.
there's something like about a heat of the moment.
Yeah,
thing I
see,
just
Vagabond agrees with me. Wait.
Of course he would.
Yeah.
Vagabond
would have like a wine glass
collecting
collecting your butt sweat, going like, what a good year. Tell me, dear, do you have feet perchance?
So here we go. Ilhan Omar's response to Terrence. I didn't do any of those things because I fear losing my dignity more than I fear losing my life. Something you coward losers would never understand. So fuck off. Okay. So Ilhan Omar just told me to fuck off after I laid out the basic poison control steps anyone should take after being sprayed with an unknown substance. She said she didn't follow any of them because she feared losing her dignity more than losing her life. That is bullshit.
No, wait.
I
hold
find
on.
it odd.
I will say that
Go ahead,
sounds
Theo.
like what a woman would think.
It's interesting that she has that much dignity. How much dignity can you have when your father was a war criminal that committed genocide in your country and then fleeced the system in America to get into the country? Like, fuck your dignity. Your father was an evil, disgusting piece of shit who committed genocide of his own fucking people, mind you. Like, she has no fucking dignity to speak of.
Well, here's another thing. Okay. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. She's a woman. She's, as Theo stated, maybe now's my moment to just finish my speech. What about her professional security detail that she is granted being a member of Congress that are trained for these types of situations?
Oh, by the way,
Wouldn't they automatically rush her the fuck off and follow poison control standards? Go ahead, Sammy.
No, bro wouldn't even gotten it. He stood up and started yelling something. They would have immediately started closing in. Do you remember? Oh, it was a couple months back when that crybaby, he was either a congressman or a senator. He interrupted a speech and they dragged him out and he was like, wait, I'm a senator. It was like, yeah, they don't fucking know. All they know is your big crazy ass stood up. This motherfucker was in the front row. He wouldn't have had time. The second they saw him reach into his jacket to pull something out, he would have been tackled to the floor. Okay, that's not we've seen how these things go. Okay,
well, not even just that.
No, they allowed this to happen because it was planned.
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Other
100%.
attendees that have been to her things recently said there are two things that happened. One, the last one of these events that they went to for Ilhan Omar's in the past month, they were patted down completely. So did he have this syringe up his asshole the whole time? Like how, you didn't notice the guy shifting around back there, pulling something out of his butthole? Like how did he get the syringe in? And two, you notice that he has a bottle of water early in that one video, and they literally, nobody else in that audience does because they cannot have them when you come in there. But somehow magically he has one in his jacket.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's totally fake. Also, guys, I gotta get going.
All right, Sammy Truthy, where can people find you next?
You can find me on the sex offenders list. Otherwise,
Nice.
Cave Saturday morning. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, we're going through some Silver Age slop.
Awesome. All right, dude, get some sleep. Talk to you later, bud.
Bye,
go sub to Sammy. I'll put the links in the comments.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'm at 420, which is like super dope, but like more would be nice.
Hell yeah. Let's get you to 500 before the next month. That'd be cool.
Sounds
All right,
cool
bud.
to me.
Talk to you
Bye,
later,
bud.
man. All right, let me go ahead and send Sammy's stuff in the thing. Sammy's stuff is in the thing, folks. Do the thing that I told you to do. Thank you. All right. So if anybody Drunken, if you happen to already have where she nods at the the cider sprayer.
I'll look.
Yeah, that's straight on shot where you can
Actually,
see over his
he's
head.
right.
And
If
right
you pull up
there.
MSK's previous question, he wanted to know if liberal women do anal more, and so I wanted to address that because liberal women will do anal more like they're more likely to do it. But if a conservative woman does anal with you, she will like it more.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anal is all about the love connection. People don't realize that. It's actually like way too intimate to do with a
Ron
stranger.
Coleman is listening. Can we get a clip of that later, Iron? If you can put that sound effect for me.
No, that's true.
Oh, yeah,
that's a
that's being clipped.
fact. That's a fact.
All right. Oh, here we go. This is a great clip.
Must resign or face impeachment.
Resign
Must resign or face impeachment.
and watch.
Right there, perfect
Must
nod, right at him.
resign
And
or
if you're
face-
zoomed in, you can see her briefly look at him. If you frame by frame it,
Look at him and then look down. Did everybody freeze, or is it just me?
No, I'm moving.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
I'm
just
good.
no. I'm trying to get it to
Like
get
if you
it
catch the
right
right
at the
frame,
spot.
see her look at him briefly.
Yeah, it's like right because it's right in here.
Yeah, it's before
That's
he
about as
moves because he
close.
moves just as she nods. He knew where in the
Yep.
script to expect a little, and then
Must resign or face impeachment.
And if you could, yeah, there's a little nod there, a gesture, or at least acknowledgement that she knew who he was. And just like it was either you or Sammy that said it, Prof. They always pat everyone down, and you're not allowed to bring any containers
water
of fluid.
not a fucking big old
Anyway.
syringe of something that you could smell from outside the syringe. Well, I guess he watered it down, so maybe it didn't smell as much, but still, they wouldn't have let any of that shit in through security. This is a very tight, closed-in room, and if the security was actually functioning, none of that shit would have been allowed in the room at all, and he would
100%.
definitely wouldn't have had a water bottle.
This is
if I can
the
comment-
cider
sorry,
sprayer.
Can I jump
Go
in
ahead.
real quick? Could I comment on the
Yeah.
continuing anal discourse in the chat? So MSK said, "So don't use lube?" ? And then Miss Subvert popped in with, "It's about size because that's a legit concern." That's true. MSK, at your size, you probably don't need to worry about lube. I definitely do. I stay stocked. I use water-based lubricant. It's better for like pH balances and stuff than a petroleum-based lubricant. We can talk
No
more about
lacking on
this
lube.
on my show if you want.
That's in the house with the 4 dudes you live with,
So-
right?
Hey, mind your business, Professor.
Blue-eyed Scorpio says, I tuned into Ethan last night, and they were ripping on Vaughn. Of course, because Vaughn is fucking young and successful and fucking kicking ass. I mean,
Yeah.
so I'm glad you told me that because I'll check that out. Again, folks, I'm going to have a lot more time for streaming. I might do a show dedicated to ripping on Comic Skate in the mornings, 5 days a week. Fuck it. Who knows? Sky's the limit, folks. All right. This is the Cider assailant. There he is with his children. There he is doing the thing. There he is with, I'm not going to be too judgmental. It looks like a teenager, so it's whatever. But it just, this is the same kid. Leftism for you is the tagline. Queer, DM me with any questions and to book appointments. Oh, no. Okay. I'm not exactly a MAGA fan, right?
Yeah. Besides all of the, you can call it circumstantial as you want, but the collected body of evidence we have so far, I think it points in a very clear direction that unless you've gone full retard, you can kind of put two and two together here. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see now that there's federal charges. Is he willing to hold out? Is it worth the price? Is it worth the money? Is he ideologically captured enough to do it? And after a few months with Bubba in Cell Block D, does he hold out? Yeah.
Well, one of the things we've noticed, so a few of the things that have been reported about him, his marriage to his wife, who is also an activist and has actually worked for some people deeply connected to Ilhan Omar, from what I've heard, that fell apart, and he was dating a Somali woman until she recently dumped him. If this was not organized by her, then he might just be like, yeah, fuck them Somalis.
Yeah, maybe this may be more I'm mad at
possibly
than a political thing at all. Maybe Ilhan was a friend with one of his exes. Who the fuck knows? This could be a relationship thing and not a political thing at all.
Oh, clearly not a MAGA. Okay. The kids was one thing. No fucking God-fearing conservative man poses like this.
I don't know, Theo, you rocking that sweater if you're back home in Oregon?
Maybe. Hold on. Not with the dog. Maybe with a cat. I don't know. We'll have to see. The hat, I got to be honest, the hat is throwing me. That's what it...
The fact he didn't actually charge her, he squirted her shirt, then backed away. Even if it was legit, that wouldn't show signs of intent to hurt. No, there was no intent to hurt. Period.
Security guard.
Like, what the fuck? Okay. So I'm with you guys. It looks fake, but like, what was it supposed to accomplish? Because it doesn't look like she was ever in any real danger. He threw apple cider vinegar on her. Like, what? Let's say this was an op. What was this meant to accomplish? Or even more perplexingly, if this was a real attack, what could he possibly have hoped to accomplish? Here, smell appley.
Yeah. Isn't that apple cider vinegar a bit aggressive?
Does that smell weird? Oh, that's going to be on your shirt till you wash it. Suck it. Like, what?
The dog looks annoyed. I know the dog is sitting there thinking, the
dog. Help me. He keeps bringing out the peanut butter.
This guy smells like bananas and rice. Get him away from me.
So, Theo, to answer your question, it's actually pretty easy. She had a rough day before where her and her husband's fake wine company that had a 3,000% revenue increase, an impossible amount of revenue increase from one year to the next. Go ahead, Prof.
It doesn't exist. The address for it is fake. They can't find the product anywhere. And also, not to mention, if she's really Islamic, she can't drink wine, let alone make and sell it. It's a big no-no. A lot of bullshit surrounding her husband's overall.
She's getting a lot of heat, and she's in the news cycle almost every day for the wrong reasons. So even if she knows, okay, they'll know it's bullshit, at least they'll be talking about something else and not talking about all of the actual things that are going on. Or she's dumb enough to really think that her and this guy can pull this off. She'll be the victim now. Though the news is painting it as a racist attack. They're not even showing any of the guy's backstory.
What?
Apple cider vinegar is a
what
clear
is it-
sign of white supremacy, guys.
What
Come
is
on.
it? What's its? I don't understand what the point of doing that was.
Because people have short attention spans and it's just to change the conversation. Like, look over there. That's it.
Well, I mean, it's you know,
that
this is being
dumb.
used by all sides right now. Look at how frustrated we've been with kind of Trump for the week with a lot not going on, and then he does the home and change in Minnesota and gets everybody pissed the fuck off, knowing that they are going to raid Fulton County the morning fucking after they did that shit. It's sleight of hand.
Yeah,
it is. I mean, that's theater to the advantage there, because you know what would have happened if Minneapolis wasn't going on? There'd be fucking riots outside right now from the left in Fulton County, but they are so zeroed in on Minneapolis, they weren't ready for this. It was a fucking pincer move, dude. It's actually brilliant the way he came about doing it, because now they're going to get away with all of the evidence that they needed, and there will be no obfuscation or interruption going on in Fulton County. But I do fear a lot what they were saying. Like what happened in Minneapolis when the fraud was exposed here. If the fraud, they start coming out with the shit they found there, like the riots in fucking Atlanta, Georgia, ain't gonna, like, Minneapolis ain't got shit on the way Atlanta, Georgia can fucking riot.
Oh yeah, no, they know how to burn. This is great. I love that Diana said this. Like Don Draper said, if you don't like what's being said, change the conversation. Yeah, it's political theater. That term exists for a reason. Prof, you knocked it out of the head. Like, you kind of divert attention. Okay, we're not doing so great over here anymore. And to be fair, they really do have to change the temperature in Minneapolis, because it is turning the normies against ICE, against the administration, everything else.
If you look at what
it's unavoidable.
What is it called? The didn't do guys, like Data Republican, 0 Hour, Safety Swipe, all of these guys they've basically destroyed the communications network that the left was using in Minneapolis. Like, if you saw videos from the last few days, they can't get on top of ICE as fast as they were able to beforehand, because all of their communications that they were using, the applications, the signal chats, even their Stop ICE tracker
They're
thing
going
that they
dark.
have now. What you'll still find, like, there's so much misinformation. I know, because I've been contributing a lot of it to the Stop ICE tracker thing. Like, there's so much misinformation that even makes it through to the site now. They can't keep up on it anymore, because all this shit gets exposed, the internet has destroyed their ability to communicate, and it's actually effectuating a change for boots on the ground. It is making it easier for ICE to get work done there. But yes, the temperature has to change, and I think Homan is changing it properly. But he did come in today and say, yeah, we're fucking, everybody's up for fucking deportation. We're going to do it. It's going to keep happening. We aren't changing a damn thing about the way it's going on.
Not
Homan
to get
is
too
fucking
far off topic, but I did not like that Homan, he kind of sat there and kind of reprimanded some of the agents that have been, like, any ICE agent that has acted inappropriately will be dealt with. How can they act appropriately when they have been caught with the whistles and the yell nonstop?
Oh yeah,
I don't think even the most
be
trained, seasoned agents are going to fucking have some bad days.
I think that was Karen
not a
feed. I don't think you're going to see shit. I did see some shit in Arizona the other night though. So, and again, I'm a little frustrated with this. I saw this video because it was here, and there's nobody. I think Phoenix could be a hot spot because I see the stuff going on at ASU. There's been stuff like literally miles from my house. My son's fucking high school had a walkout, which I think they're going to try to do another one tomorrow. I gotta think. Oh, dude, it was a complete setup because the helicopter from the news station that was at the school in the morning was over my house at fucking 11 o'clock at night the night before.
Jesus.
It was all. There's an immigrant. It was funny. I went to when I was dropping my son off, and I had to go for an appointment over across from the school. Right next to where my appointment is, across from the school, there's an immigration lawyer's office. I'm like, oh, that all makes some sense now. All this again, more. I fear that for Phoenix, but like here, it's been very quiet. But some dumbass ICE agents drove by like 4 people on the side of the road out in Scottsdale and blew mace at them. I'm like, guys, don't fucking give them shit. I mean, it's funny as shit, but don't fucking give them freebies like that. They're just sitting there. Like the protests here in Phoenix are lackluster and bullshit. Nobody.
To be honest,
cares.
if the protests were real, just regular protests, where instead of standing in the middle of the street, stopping traffic or getting in the middle of a law enforcement action, if they were in front of the Capitol building in town, anywhere where they could make a difference, gathering, doing all their protesty shit, I'd say, hey, you know what? That's fine. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. It was funny. My son was telling me because he messaged me as the walkout started to happen at school the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, one of the kids in my class wrote ice on his shirt and chased some of them as they were leaving."
All right, Blue-Eyed Scorpio. It's to add more fuel to the fire of the right wing is racist. Yeah, 100%. The left knows their voters are retarded and they'll believe this shit. Yes. See, that's the benefit that Ilhan Omar and the left have. They know that the truth about this guy, or the truth that it was a setup, will come out literally within hours, 24, 48 hours. It doesn't fucking matter.
I like this idea of that they're trying to bury something in the search results.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to bury, and I guess now it'll be really tough to find out. But it's just like such an odd thing.
It's so stupid,
like
right?
Odd thing to happen. But it's like, okay. But one time, so Boris Johnson over in England was in some like a really tough political situation, and he had a reputation for having this bus that he rented that was like pro-Brexit. And one of the things he did in an interview was he told this bizarre story about what the main thing he does for fun is he builds like wooden model buses. And he had this just bizarre monologue that went viral and was just everywhere about it. And people suspected that he did that on purpose, had this weird interview on purpose, so that every time you Googled Boris Johnson buses, instead of seeing the like Brexit bus, which had some like,
that's actually brilliant.
That it was the model buses thing. So to Weasel's point, if Ilhan Omar is doing something like that similar here, doing like a 4D chess move, obviously not her idea, but somebody's idea close to her, because it's just such a weird fucking thing to happen, and it definitely shocks and changes the news cycle. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was something like that she's trying to obscure in search results. I mean, who fucking knows with that woman?
The fact that she married her brother.
I mean, yeah, dude.
Which comes along with every invention.
Married her brother, all of the daycare and healthcare fraud that she's deeply connected to. And now the big one being her and her husband's personal businesses. Because if they found the wine one,
dude,
there's going to be a lot more.
At what point are we just in a banana republic? Like, we're just in a place where people just use the government to personally enrich themselves, and they commit open corruption, and they like don't give a fuck at all.
I have a movie recommendation for you, Theo. I don't know if you've ever seen this film. Find the movie Wag the Dog. It's an old film from older Hollywood. It's not that old. I highly recommend you watch that movie.
John Travolta, Woody Harrelson, good movie and very accurate. He modeled his character after Bill Clinton.
Jeez.
It isn't even just that he modeled after Bill Clinton. It's as if the filmmaker himself, the people that wrote the script and did the movie, were trying to tell the American people something that today's Hollywood would not tell you.
Oh, hold on. My wife made a joke. Also known as displaced producer Scream Queen Selena. You mean Banana and Rice Republic, right?
Very true.
No,
that was a good joke. That was funny. No, that was funny.
I enjoy it. He's being a hater.
I can't let her think she's too funny or she gets too confident.
Drunken, I left a link in the private chat for you. You'll really enjoy Drunken.
You guys, you want me? I got to step away for a minute. You want me to play this video real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'll be right back.
And round of applause for Congresswoman Omar's staff who's here.
And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
She looks. Why is she going towards him?
Yeah, that's what just kind of adds to the fact that it's staged.
The he backs into the security guard. The security guard knew exactly where he was going to be and just hugs him from behind. Like, he doesn't tackle him. He doesn't knock him out. Like nothing.
Face impeachment.
Like, that's just shit security, dude. What if his next move was like to lunge at her with a knife or something? Like, anything in that moment could have happened, and that security guard
round of
barely
applause for Congresswoman Omar's staff who's here.
That was
so
very weird. Like none of that.
That's
just
it's like
the
a
whole
bad
thing.
school play, dude.
Like what's the point of even doing that?
Resign or face impeachment.
Yeah.
It's hard to think of a logical reason. That's why you're thinking like, maybe they're pushing something down in the search engine, or maybe they're trying to
round of applause for
conjure up sympathy, and they're thinking that the news cycle is going to move on so fast that nobody's even going to have time to investigate this. We're going to forget all about this by next week.
Yep. Until the FBI stepped in and said, we're federally charging the guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Because, it was a misdemeanor at first.
So good.
Yes. It's so good. Theo would still smell, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, man.
Actually, that's Deanna, that's Jussie Smollett 3.0, because 2.0 is bananas and rice.
Yeah.
They're just all these Jussie Smolletts are just coming out of the woodwork right now.
Oh, it's Jesse Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
Let's see if we can find anything else here funny about this. Oh man. Yeah, I never even thought about the algorithm thing, but that's a great point, and I can see that being probably 100%.
You get this staged event in place. Now when the people do that, it's instead of the fraud, it's that. So no, actually that's a good tactic. I mean,
it's very cynical, and this is why. Okay, so a lot of people were jumping on Trump like after the Alex Pretty shooting. They came out and there was like, this was a terrorist who pointed a gun at law enforcement, and then it was like, oh, he's an innocent guy. Trump lied, and it's like, but then as more facts have come out, okay, I'm not saying he was a terrorist, but I am saying like, the lie wasn't that far off. Like, I understand they had to get out a narrative out there because they knew the left-wing media was going to start lying, because that's just the world that we're in. So
even one of his coworkers came out.
Yeah, they had to get
one of his
points on the
coworkers
board
came out
somehow.
like he's shitty. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You've got to start the narrative. You've got to be the first to the narrative with a lapse.
You got to do something.
Yeah.
And now that we have more information, it's like, okay, what's the difference between terrorist and organized resistance against the government? Like, okay, it's, we're splitting hairs at some point.
Right. And the fact, I mean, the media, this was all, they put this man in danger intentionally, taking a low IQ individual. And I don't care that he was a nurse and he knew how to save lives. It's the manipulation. They're constantly conditioning these people to think that they're no real danger when they do the things that they're doing, the things that they go to their little workshops and train for. And then you know what happens? Then they get hurt, and the media just they wanted somebody to get hurt, but this unfortunate fellow was the martyr they didn't ask for. So they had to, you saw the edit that they did on TV, right? I mean, this is outrageous. What are they doing?
I know. It's like, where did they even get this?
I mean, I know the differences are subtle, but
it's
tell.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Bro,
he goes
he looks
from
innocent to
like,
something about this guy looks like I can trust him.
I don't know. The first photo I saw him, like, he kind of looks like a child predator. Hopefully he doesn't have it. Nobody check his hard drive. And then he goes like from child predator to fuckboy in less than 60 seconds. How do you?
They had to make him become more sympathetic and appealing. And this is the best they could come up with.
Oh, no.
And he's totally not trying to terrorize you, sweetheart.
Oh, man.
We're gonna go protest ICE later, sweetheart.
Weasel. Hold on.
We all know that part of Theo's living arrangement means he has to remain shaven at all times on his body hair.
Here's the real, like, this is the actual photo. This is the one they used on MSNBC. And of course, this is the future Netflix adaptation coming up.
Yeah. And I asked, okay, so listen. So let me say something. There was a meme going around that was saying that this was not a Photoshop photo. That the photo on the far left, pull them up again. The photo on the far left here was a picture of a picture taken at a bad angle, and that the middle photo is actually just the original JPEG. Now that's what there's a lot of people on the left who are saying that. Here's the thing. I looked it up. I asked Grok, I looked around. No, this is so as far as I can tell, it is absolutely true. That is not the case. They absolutely did use AI to touch up the photo. They absolutely did. And the difference is,
I'm not trying to make you nervous, sweetheart.
Okay.
I'm not trying to make you nervous, sweetheart.
Don't loop it. Fuck. Okay.
Hey, Drunken, can you send that to me? I need to have that as a stinger.
By the way, for the chat wondering, that quote is not better in context, actually. I know you think really context would fix that. It actually makes it worse. Anyway, the point is, the left is like coping over this so hard because it's such like blatant lies. And here's the thing. They really went at Trump hard. Like even Andrew Schultz, and I love Schultzy. I love Schultzy because of what he's done for independent comedy. Like he's really, created a pathway for himself. And so I admire him, but he came out and he was like, ICE murdered a human being and the government lied about it blatantly. And then now that more facts have come out, it's like, actually, I'm not saying I 100% co-sign their narrative, but their version of events was more true than the honest to goodness good guy didn't do nothing, just minding his own business and got shot for no reason. Like that wasn't true.
No.
He's in the fucking terrorist chat room and he's talking to terrorist dispatch. And fucking Dr. Evil's secretary is coordinating it and telling him where to go and stuff.
Well, and the number one thing, we can take all of that away and just go into the 5 seconds before he lost his life. So whether right or wrong, once he was being detained by law enforcement, he started fighting back, kicking and screaming while being armed.
Listen, if you start a fight
in the heat of the moment,
yeah. You're running the risk of getting shot. If you fight a cop and you have a gun on you, you're running the risk of getting shot. Like I don't know what to tell you, bro.
They find one gun. It doesn't matter if they took the gun away. How did they know he didn't have more? All they know is now he's an immediate threat.
It's like you tried to fight us and you had a gun in your pocket. Like, what do you think is going to happen? What are you supposed to interpret that as? How are you supposed to interpret that action?
Like all responsible gun owners know that the minute you're pulled over anything, you're having an interaction with law enforcement. I'll go ahead and I'll go to the biggest resident gun owner here, Prof. What's the first thing you do if you're in an interaction with a cop and you have a concealed carry?
Well, I had when Arizona required one, a concealed carry permit. And I had 2 interactions with police, nothing really other than my forgetting to turn my headlights on one night, and a busted taillight. Both times I had a gun on not even it was on my person. And I'm like, as soon as they walk up to the car, as soon as I roll down the window, officer, I'm currently armed. What do? They ask you to take it out. They never pulled on me or anything because I started the interaction by saying, hey, I actually have a weapon on me. They're like, hey, can I see it? I'm like, sure. Here you go. Standard Beretta 9mm. Like, oh, it's nice. It looks clean. It's nice. They take a look at it. They take the mag out. They clear it. They even handed me back the single bullet that they cleared out. That aside, they look at it. They get my license from me, my registration. They run it. They come back like, hey, you need to turn your lights on. Here you go. I'm not giving you a ticket. Hand the gun back in, the slide open, not engaged, hand that back, hand the mag back. Here you go.
Right.
Put it on your car seat. They go back. They leave. Thing is, you roll up the window and you drive away. The main thing is
I have to say,
and you say, I'm armed.
I have this to say, Professor. You running without your lights on, you should be in prison for life. I can't believe that.
Well,
wow, white privilege on full display.
He could have done the whole protester. I heard Tim Pool say this, immediately go limp and do that annoying dead weight bullshit. That would have been better. He actively fought after he knew that he was being restrained. He is being detained. He should have automatically, everything stopped.
With them.
Wake up.
There's just like, I'm telling you, this is what we were getting back to, Aaron, is like, these people have no idea they're in real danger. Like, dude, if you fight a cop, or if you kick a cop's taillight, or if you, whatever these things, all these, the other interaction where he got his ass kicked like a week prior, it's like, bro, if you antagonize the police, there's a really good chance you're going to get your ass kicked. And if you antagonize the police with a gun on you, there's a good chance you're going to get shot. Like, bro, I'm not saying good, bad, indifferent, dessert, whatever you want to say. I'm just saying you made a lot of bad choices leading up to that. And I don't think we should pretend. Actually, this is a good point, Blue Eyed Scorpion. I was thinking this on my show earlier. If he'd been in jail for kicking that cop's taillight, he'd be alive. He'd be alive. They charge him with whatever the fuck they charge him with, and
destruction of government property.
Yeah, something like that.
You know why he wasn't arrested? He wasn't in jail. The local government and the local police department, they contributed to his death.
Well, and okay, so the other thing is too. Okay, so let's say they did charge, because he was charged. He'd have to surrender his firearms. He wouldn't have had a firearm there either, and there would have been no gun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to give. Yeah, Mr. Beak nailed it. Is like he probably thought they were just going to let him go again. He probably thought. And
in all honesty, if they'd have put him in jail the first time, he'd be alive. They should have. They should have arrested him.
Dude. Yeah, dude.
The family should sue the state.
The fact that the local police are not cooperating, both of the deaths that have happened that we've spent so much time fighting about, Renee Good and Alex Pretty, if local police had been doing crowd control and had been taking care of this stuff, then both of those people would still be alive. And they might be in jail and they might have to be facing some charges, but you know what? They'd be alive. And this is so great. And look at Homie. The more I find out about Homie, the more I actually do kind of like, I know he's like a brain rotted communist, but you know what? He did just break up with his wife, and he fucking quit his job to go be a full-time rebel against the government. So he's clearly like mentally like not all there, man. You know what? Like he had a screw loose, and I think whatever it is, like, I don't know if TikTok made him crazy or what the hell it was, but I think he was on the receiving end of a lot of propaganda that really caused him to think some thoughts that were counterproductive, and it led to his death. And the people who sold him the propaganda don't care that he's dead, by the way. They wanted that to happen.
They did.
Yeah.
They just wanted it to happen to somebody darker and prettier.
Yeah, dude. Didn't we all?
Pretty much.
And all they could get was pretty in the name.
Yeah. Pretty fly. All they got was pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah. Oh man.
Diana, do you think it may have been suicide?
Okay, a lot
because
of people
there is such a thing of suicide by cop. He was definitely
that. Yeah.
Like you said, Theo, he was definitely in a bad mental state. So
and I think a lot of these people are like mentally not in a good place. They're feeling kind of terrible because in general, leftists, that's a very nihilistic life philosophy. And if you believe that way, it's just like a mentally ill way to believe. And I'll tell you why, because you obsess about things that are outside of your control. And that's a recipe for mental illness. That's how you make yourself crazy, is you obsess about things that are outside of your control. So so basically being a leftist, to be a hardcore leftist is to be mentally ill. And since they are so nihilistic, they're so anti-human, like a lot of them probably do actually want to die.
Yeah.
0 Hour 1 reported on this. He does a lot and all this stuff. Kids modded Black Ops. Made an Alex Purdy mod where you can guess how it's played.
Yes.
Share your screen.
Let's fucking go.
Crap, it's not the one I'm sharing. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Well, while we wait for you to find the right screen, this is an actual. What's this douchebag's name again? He's the old blowhard who's always Trump in January 6th.
Dick Durbin.
Durbin.
But
Dick
he
Durbin.
actually shared the AI picture. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. That's awful.
I'd almost be willing to play blue.
So this is how much that they don't care. He knows that this picture, they rely on their base to be completely retarded and not care about being lied to their fucking faces or put in life-threatening situations. They do not care. This is the viral image that they used on the news. AI, no head. This man's, the other officer's gun is turned upward facing the other officer's head. As you can see
What
right
head?
there.
No head.
This guy, no head. And he has a robot gun transformer leg.
Okay. Part of this,
Pretty also has Pretty, whatever his name is. Pretty, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like 6 fingers.
well, okay. Part of this is they don't care if they're lying. I'll definitely concede that. Part of this is we are reaching a point with AI video and photos and stuff where we can't tell what's true and what's not. I've already seen people on the left coping hard and being like that video of him from 11 days ago, that's all AI generated. And it's like, and I asked the AI is this AI generated? The AI said no. So I don't know if the AI is telling me the truth, but like it looks pretty real to me. There's no signs that I can see of AI generation. Certainly not like this. But some of these AI generated photos, like this one, is very incriminating. It looks really bad. It looks like they're just
You want to know what?
guy, but it's a fake photo.
Yeah.
You want to know what irritates me the most is that they have immunity when they're on the floor of the Senate like that. That they can say anything. That needs to end. Because it is ridiculous. They should not be as our employees, which they seem to forget under our constitutional republic, they are our employees. The fact is that being that they are part of the federal government, the First Amendment does not protect them as federal employees. The First Amendment only is for the government can't do to us.
It's actually even more protection than the First Amendment give you because the First Amendment doesn't protect you against libel and slander. So,
yes.
So you can actually and here's the thing that I will defend that in an era before mass communication and mass transmission of video, that makes total sense because you need to be able to talk shit out with each other on the floor of the Senate. And it was an era where dueling was legal, right? So that was where that idea came from. But now in an area of mass media and mass communication, they can use that to get a TikTok clip and just say some wild shit and disseminate it out there and get it a ton of eyeballs on it. And it looks official because they're in Congress.
Right. Well, here's the video in question. They have multiple angles that confirm it's not AI. The other argument was, how do we know it's him? It could just be somebody dressed exactly like him that looks similar. The family has confirmed that they recognize this to be him in the video.
And the BBC using facial recognition brought it to a 97%.
Yeah.
Here's the full video.
So,
showing a man who appears to be Alex Preddy interacting with federal immigration agents 11 days before Border Patrol shot.
Yeah, he's working through some.
Here's the thing.
Shit. You can tell he's working through it.
Oh yeah.
I want to say about this video, CNN reported it and they reported it a couple of different times. You know, they would not have reported this if they didn't have to. If there was any chance it was fake, they would not have run it.
Did you see what they did though when they did report it?
No, say it.
So what they did when CNN reports it, they show right about here, then they cut and they come back.
Showing a man
they cut the spit completely.
To be Alex Preddy interacting.
They talk. They show that kick. Then they go back to them and they talk.
Shot and killed him.
None of this is shown on CNN.
By the BBC.
And you know when they come back to the shot right here. This is where they then start showing the
kicking.
Confirmed his identity to a 97% degree.
Dude, he is really putting himself in a dangerous situation when he does that. Like, man,
he was armed then as well.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was.
That's
he was not taken to jail for his own safety, and they did not confiscate his weapon.
Dude, that's very
there was
dangerous
two
too.
felonies he committed there. He may not have been adjudicated, but between the two things he'd already done, he'd lost his right to a Second Amendment in the United States of America in the actions he already took.
Also,
had he gone to jail and they'd been adjudicated, he wouldn't even be carrying anymore.
The other thing too, so supposedly, and this is what I saw online, I didn't verify this independently, but supposedly the rule in Minnesota is that you're not supposed to, one of the places you're not supposed to bring your gun is to places like a bar or a protest. So the place you're not supposed
You cannot
to
bring a weapon into a bar anywhere.
Yeah. And so that's
So
you're not supposed to bring it to a protest. And I don't know if that's like Minnesota supposed to, and that's, by the way, that's assuming that what he did is constituted as protesting. I don't know that this constitutes protesting. I think this is like actively resisting the government. Is what it
Being
is.
armed while in commission of a felony is an enhancement on any felony you're committing.
That's a great point, Professor. I didn't even think about that, but that's right. I keep forgetting that like kicking the car is probably felony, and fighting with police could rise to the level of a felony. It could be like assaulting a federal
officer is going to be a felony.
Yeah.
Also, there is nowhere in the United
felony
States
right there where you can see he doesn't just spit at the car. He actually gets him right before he gets in the car.
Oh, so that's a battery.
Yep. Then the car and the car is also government property.
Yep.
So it's not just kicking some guy's car in a parking lot. Weasel.
Also,
real quick, grinded by the system, unemployed, unassisted, told the forces are oppressing them, surrounded by conformists, repeating it. That's what the left, that's what's the left to live for whenever that's your everyday. Might as well risk it all. Yeah.
He's right. That's exactly right. Like, I think that nails it. The experience of a leftist and how it drives you to nihilism, and like to the point where you're like, okay, you know what, if they shoot me, and remember, we talked about this. I say this, as someone who's 34 and is doing stand-up comedy is a lot, a lot of these, both of the people who got shot were 37. And I do think that is the point in a lot of people's lives where they look in the mirror and they're like, well, shit, I didn't do anything. Shit, I guess I better try. It'd be easier if my life meant something. If I sacrificed it for the great cause, this great righteous cause of Somalian fraudsters and Mexican rapists, I guess.
After the day I had today, I went and looked in the mirror and thought, I'm going to go pick a fight with a cop for no reason.
Right, bro? Like,
just, hey, cop on the strip. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Just follow you around with a whistle.
By the way, this is a good point. It is also
I'm
illegal
sorry.
to carry a firearm without not only your carry permit on you, but also your ID on you. That's illegal. And he was doing that. So we don't want to, I hate this because leftists don't understand gun culture at all, because leftists think that a concealed carry permit is a do whatever you want token. And it's like people in gun culture, people who carry concealed, they view that as a tremendous responsibility. Like, I have all these added responsibilities now to play it straight, mind my P's and Q's, and stay out of trouble because I'm carrying this firearm. It's the opposite of what leftists think it is. But leftists only think of things in terms of their entitlements and their ability to violate other people's boundaries and to have more freedom. That's the only thing they can think. They can't think of how their actions affect other people. They wouldn't think that they have responsibilities to others. That wouldn't occur to them.
That's not in line with their worldview anyways. Responsibility to others is very outside their ideals.
No, that's why they view a concealed carry permit as a do whatever I want ticket instead of the way you and way other people in gun culture view it as a responsibility.
And the whole point too, and this I pulled this up because you can hear him on there, fucking assault me, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, they're trying to make bad use of force incidents that can be used for propaganda. Like, he's putting his body on the line on purpose because he thinks it's like noble and righteous. I do feel, I'm with Iron a little bit, that I do kind of, the more I look at this, the more I do feel bad for this guy, and I feel bad for like homegirl who was in my chat today who called me a cuck and told me to eat shit and called me a bootlicker and all this stuff. Like, that's just some lady. That's just like some lady, like somebody's big sister or somebody's auntie. She's just like a lady. She's not like an evil person. She's not an evil comment. She's just a lady who saw a bunch of videos on the phone that made her feel scared. Like, you know?
Yeah, they're abducting 5-year-olds in the cold Minneapolis winter.
And yeah, it's like, and she thinks I'm pro 5-year-old abduction because I don't think you should fight cops. Just broadly speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny they're mad about a 5-year-old being supposedly abducted by ICE, but they give 2 wet shits about them being raped by the immigrants they're defending. Such an odd
killed in car
conundrum there.
accidents caused by non-licensed illegal drivers that are usually intoxicated.
Shit. We've already passed this, but I gotta bring this up real quick.
Oh, go for it.
Dang, I wish I had ran across this sooner.
The case. Oh man.
That's a good one.
You know, this kind of, I'm going to go back in time too to when we were talking about celebrity retards. And like you said, Theo, you like Andrew Schultz, but he says some retarded stuff. I'm kind of in the same boat. I like him too for the most part. Man, he is kind of in that bubble. He only surrounds himself, it seems, with people that just smile and nod at everything he says, no matter how they're not even willing to question their own beliefs at all. That kind of gets frustrating. There is somebody I've always had hope for, and you're seeing it crack more and more. And I know he said a lot of fucking stupid shit over the years, but I cannot hate Bill Maher. I just can't. And this is pretty good.
You know, we've seen these demonstrations in Iran before, but this was bigger and more people have died. But I think maybe more people have died because he said he was going to help. This looks like a Bay of Pigs to me. This looks like America's going to come and help you. Where is it?
Okay, you know what? I'm going to give Bill some cred for that critique because I have it too. Why did we say we're ready, we're locked and loaded? I think he really thought that would be enough. I think Trump thought that if I say they're on the ropes with the protesters anyway, if I just say that, they're not going to turn around and do some fucking crazy shit like they always do. Well, they turned around and did all the crazy shit they said they do. They just tried to hide it a little better. They didn't do the public executions. They just did them on the street.
Well, that didn't stop him. I mean, you saw Trump's post last night, right? They're sending the Abraham Lincoln, and they're sending it. We're going in.
That needs to be, that needs to be done. I mean, they're fucking wiping out everybody there because if you know anything about, they will wipe it out before they give it up.
They should be very uncomfortable after the shit we saw and heard out of Venezuela. And I'm hoping that's what if we're going to do it, then it needs to be like that.
Yeah. And another boss move, Rubio today revoked all of the visas for all of the top ranking Iranian officials' kids that are here living the fucking high life, studying abroad in America.
Send ICE to their houses. Let's go.
No, they've all their fucking visas have been revoked, and that should have been done a lot sooner. But here, this part, I'm just going to give him credit because I do agree with that critique of Trump. I think if he's going to say something like that, they should have made their presence known immediately instead of letting it get this bad.
Remember the Kurds in 91 when they thought they were going to get help from America? Vietnam could make the same claim. I mean, a lot of people have felt let down by us. I thought Trump was different. Where are you on this? Because all these bodies that I see, these body bags in Iran, I think a lot of those people went in the streets because they thought, oh, he said he's got our back this time. Where's the help?
Well, the generals have told us that short of sending in a massive number.
I love Kennedy is like real life Foghorn and Leghorn, but I love the shit out of
number of troops. It will be another Iraq.
Well, then what did he mean when he said?
I don't know, but
it was a bluff. No, Trump was trying to bluff. So I get that. Don't do this or I'll shove a boot up your ass. They did it. And now he can't just literally go in unplanned. It takes some time. I mean, shit, the Venezuela thing took months for them to rehearse and get it just right. So I see the point, but at the same time, I feel like if you weren't ready to respond, maybe not issue out the false hope so quickly. He could have worded it different, but Trump has one way of saying things. So he made a bluff. They called him on it. Now we're seeing some things maybe happen, so they'll get a little bit of support.
But if you look at it from a larger perspective, because of Israel, this is one person's opinion, because of Israel and President Trump's backing of Israel, the Middle East is safer than it has been in 20 years.
Absolutely. That's up for debate, but not a bad point. At this
Hamas is on its knees, Hezbollah is on its knees.
I gave him credit for that.
Iran no longer looks invincible, and you know who is applauding us every step of the way, not out loud, but the Arab countries.
Look,
every one of them.
If Venezuela causes Cuba to fall, if he somehow gets Venezuela, Cuba, and Iran all to be not these horrible places they were, he should get a Nobel Peace Prize. That's
the part. If Trump can actually fucking secure some shit with all three of those countries, which is what a lot of people are speculating was the plan all along, because by doing so, he's also kind of cutting the head off the snake before it gets any bigger, preventing anything from happening later on, even when he's not in office. And again, I'm not war, but I feel like this is more preventative. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it's at this point, it's something it's something that's going to have to happen. And I mean, beforehand, I would have been more questionable. I don't like us getting into wars. I don't like us going into places.
Yeah,
but if we have a military as competent as what we saw in Venezuela go into Iran, I don't think it lasts for very long, especially if they're using the same bullshit Russian equipment from the fucking Cold War that Venezuela was using. We'll just go there and shut it off. In Venezuela, we'll just turn it the fuck off. Like, I don't know if they want to fuck around so much when our ships of war show up and the silent helicopters start hovering around. I don't think they're going to want to play the game anymore when their radar shuts off in the middle of the night.
Oh, to answer you, Scott, that sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. Operation
Are you
Ajax,
sure it's not
any of you guys
Operation
familiar with that?
Well, I thought it was Operation Francis. Anyone get that? That
Deadpool
Anyone?
joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
1953 Iranian coup. Okay, I'll have to look into that a little more, but that's definitely interesting. That must have had something to do with the color revolution. I'm not going to read that right now, but I'll look into it more. But you are starting to see kind of the more seasoned, Bill Maher's more of a classic liberal, so he's already lost patience with the left. Anything that Trump does, it's a net positive, and he notices, he's going to start acknowledging it more and more, especially now that he's humanized Trump by actually sitting down and going and talking to him. And that's also made him kind of gain a lot more respect for Trump supporters along the way. So Bill Maher's kind of like that window into the aging boomer liberal that never quite drank the full leftist commie Kool-Aid. There may still be hope, and that's why I wanted to share that. It's a little more optimistic. So some of us with parents about his age can be like, there's hope for you. You might come around.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like I talk with some people in my family of that age group, and it's like they agree, like, well, don't you agree with you have to deport Trump? Well, of course you have to do this. Yeah. You have to do that. Yeah. But I still hate Trump. Oh God.
I can't relate to this at all. Both of my parents are based.
Yes. Lucky you.
Love that. Me and my father just get to sit around and be racist together now. Although I will say it's starting to get to the point where he's like, whoa, man, chill out. Like, I'm starting to
bet.
I've crossed a few Rubicons he's not ready to cross yet. It's like, Don't worry, Dad. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Like I haven't seen this guy. Let me pull this up real quick, and then we'll start wrapping up here in a minute. This is I'm not familiar with Young Bob. Is he part of the Zoomerwaffen zeitgeist, Theo?
Young
I'm not.
Bob, I'm not familiar with that name. I don't know this one, so I can't.
He's
say.
fairly popular. My God, look at that background. Young Bob. He's Turning Point UK. Okay, he's probably a little more mild than the.
Well,
but
I don't
this
know
is-
how I don't know how infiltrated Turning Point UK is. So maybe I'm trying to figure out if those are Orthodox icons or if those are Catholic symbols behind them. I want to say those are Orthodox icons. I'm not sure.
They look
I don't.
Orthodox.
Yeah,
It looks Orthodox
that's what
to
I'm
me.
thinking. So that's really common among the Zoomerwaffen that they will convert
The Orthodox
to
is doing
Orthodox Christianity.
Orthodox is actually growing. Like they're not only are they growing, they have one higher.
big
They
time.
have a very high birth rate in Christianity. What's his name? I can't remember the guy's name. Andrew Wilson, I think, is Orthodox. So
That's true. They're
doing
growth
well
in Orthodox churches is young men. That's the biggest demographic that's going into the church quickly.
Yep.
So
Let's see what he has to
Convert
say
now.
real quick. Here you go, Young Bob. You got
You know
the
what?
floor.
ICE isn't actually deporting enough people. In order to carry out what is necessary, they would need to deport about 1 million a year. And this isn't me legitimizing any potential breach of rules of engagement within ICE. However, when you live in a multi-ethnic, multicultural, multi-ideological state that isn't coherent or can unite or is homogenous, this is just bound to happen. Either A, have a country which just imports a bunch of foreigners, which imports a bunch of crime, or B, you have a short-term period of civil unrest in order to get out a lot of the problems that you currently have. Nor am I suggesting that a dad's army worth of people in a van is enough to deport 1 million people.
This is a regular sentiment I hear from anybody younger than 30 is no, deport them all. I don't care how, even if you have to shove them in standing room only into unmarked buses, get them the fuck out.
how they got here.
All of them. Women, children, criminal, non-criminal. Their opinion for the most part is they already committed a crime by coming here.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really argue with that.
That's the right wing in the UK now with the whole Amelia thing that
They have a lot.
glommed off,
The UK
blowing up. Dude.
The UK has a lot more reason to complain than we do, and we have it pretty bad.
do.
But yeah, anchor babies, everything. Get the fuck out. Yeah. Oh God, birthright
that's
citizenship
being worked on.
needs to be done.
Well,
Yep.
That's in process, man. That is in process.
Yeah.
That is.
Not the Democrats or Republicans were to get in 2024, it would have still had the same result. Migration is always a tricky one. They
I
can
gotta
either
speed
stay
'em up.
here and cause problems, or alternatively, the ones that do cause problems can leave, but in leaving, they still cause problems. And the left, who have always gained power within history, when they see that what they are working for isn't actually being done legislatively, they're always going to fight back. The left have been power in government for years now, and the status quo is being changed. A newly emerging presence of nationalism, which sparks deportations, is already happening in America, and it's slowly being imported in America to Europe. And of course, the left are going to have an issue with it. In turn, causes more uprisings from Antifa. And whilst Antifa are also dealing with ICE agents, they have to also deal with their prescription as a terrorist organization by Trump. So yeah, I stand with ICE, but I also stand for ICE to be something more effective. You know what?
Yep, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I don't think.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think what the left doesn't understand when they protest ICE is this is the moderate solution. Like a lot of people want more, bigger, faster, and they really don't care. All these sob stories you're talking about, we don't care. We do not care. And I'm going to tell you, the Zoomerwaffen, I'm telling you, I don't think they would care if Trump killed them all and put them in a big pile and incinerated them. I don't think they'd care. I'm going to be honest with you. I think they'd sign up to help. I'm just going to be real honest with you. Some of these conversations I've had with these guys, I don't think they give a fuck.
If it was the commies, oh yeah, they'd be down for it. If it was all, but to be fair, the moderate, my moderate solution is deport all the communists and bring all the big booty South American Latinas here who want to be American.
There we go.
I'm here for it. Let's go. I will exchange them one for one. Totally fine. You want to come here and assimilate, and you got a thick ass and some nice titties. Priority lane for you. But it's interesting because here in Arizona, we did try that. And this is when the federal government made it their sole purview, was when Sheriff Joe, not only did he make it easier, he deputized ICE when they came here. So they had the ability to enforce local regular social law enforcement. Sheriff Joe deputized every member of ICE as they came to Arizona to do these raids. So they could arrest people interfering and all the rest of this shit going on. You know what happened? You didn't have protests in Arizona. But we don't have a legitimate government in Arizona because it was overthrown by the deep state, the left, rhinos, whatever you want to call it. It's been overthrown, and we have been occupied by somebody who didn't win a governorship and a psychotic attorney general who suggests that stand your ground means you can shoot at federal officers. Like she isn't being arrested and drug out of her office on comments like that as the attorney general of the state fucking blows my mind. I have a small smidgen of hope because I just saw scroll past my feed on X. ICE has purchased a mere 15 miles from my house, a 400,000 square foot warehouse. Let's fuck go. I'm excited. I wonder if they're hiring. 15-mile commute sounds.
Oh shit. Oh man.
The AI South Park is so much better than current era South Park. I just want somebody to keep making it.
0 Hour made a pretty aggressive comment. He said MSNBC went to the trouble to Photoshop Alex Pretty to look less Jewy, and they say the right is anti-Semite.
I wasn't going to say that. That is true, though.
But Theo did think it.
I did think it. I just wasn't going to say it. It is true.
They're out of line, but they're not wrong.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, we could easily go for a lot longer because there's just so much to talk about, but I think it's getting pretty late. We've already gone 20 minutes over. Let's call it a night, fellas. We'll start down at the bottom with Theo Snodgrass, our co-host. Where can people find you next, bud?
Hey, my name is Theo Snodgrass, comedian and podcaster out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I am live on my channel, 11 a.m. Pacific time. So go ahead and follow me on YouTube. Also, I'm going on the road. So if you are in such cities as Medford, Oregon, Spokane, Washington, Walla Walla, Washington, Tulalip, Washington, Richland, Washington, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. If you're in or other cities in that area also, who knows where I'm going to be? You might want to see me. And if you want to know where I'm going to be, follow me on social media. And when I'm in a city near you, come out and enjoy the show.
Awesome, man. Have a good trip here coming up next month, dude. I hope you kill it. And if you'll know you've done good and in that part of the country if they blacklist you and never let you go back. Then you'll know you succeeded.
It's actually a smart trip for Theo. I have a feeling that he's going to be chased out of Washington, maybe make it into Oregon before Antifa finds him, and then he'll be lucky to hide out with some farmers in Idaho.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
It's going to be crazy. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, man. All right, Professor Savage, thanks for coming on tonight. Where can people find you next, dude?
Shit, I don't know. At home making weird videos. I'm helping Kratos Algrados with his Blind Spot Gaming channel coming soon. So we've been working on his intro videos and stuff like that. Behind the scenes work mostly. I don't have anything that I'm putting out anywhere for a period of time until life normalizes again. And at that point, I will probably do something. I don't know. Guess I see where I'm still waiting where I'm waiting to see where the wind takes me and what sort of opportunities the Lord puts in my path. I am being open to the things that come and trying to pay attention to the next best thing that will come along in life. And I'm sure I will end up where I need to be because that is what I'm looking for and the path I'm staying on and what I'm praying for.
Hell yeah, man. We're all wishing the best for you. Hey, Mr. Beak for $10 super sticker. Thank you so much. Let's see if I can see what that super sticker is. Hey, it's a pair saying thank you, and that's adorable over on YouTube. I do appreciate it, bud.
Very cool.
And last but not least, Mr. Producer, Drunken Emerald Arrow, where can people find you next?
Saturday on my channel at 7 p.m. PST is insert title here. We haven't done one in a long time, so it's going to be in the sense of a free-for-all Saturday. So we're going to be doing a free-for-all on insert title here on Saturday. Tuesday, 6 p.m. PST on my channel is Nerds Covering the News. And then at 6 p.m. PST on Thursdays is All the Good Titles Are Taken.
Excellent. All right. So I told everybody at the beginning of the show that I do have a bit of an announcement to make. Life comes at you fast sometimes. So like my colleague here, Professor Savage, I am also in search of new purpose, and
I tell you right now, don't think you're going to have as much time to stream as you think you're going to, because I thought the same thing, and I'm doing next to fucking none of it.
So
you
so
actually
here's
wind
the
up
thing,
quite
folks.
busy.
I was shocked to find out that I am no longer employed with my previous employer of 5 years. Oh, that's terrible. That's awful. Yeah. Well,
yeah, right.
Income
Kind of the
wise,
same way.
everything else is fine, but income wise, that's going to be a bit of a drag. So while I am in search of a new job, new employment, I'm going to have a lot more time to stream. And with that, I've always appreciated super chats, super stickers, all of that. I'm going to start asking for them a lot more until I can be gainfully employed again. So fucking Blue-Eyed Scorpio, you mentioned that EVS was ripping on Vaughn. I'm going to be checking that out. I might stream about that in the morning. Who knows? I'm open to suggestions. You want to see a show ripping fucking Comicsgate a new asshole and EFAPing Ethan? I'm not above that. I'm not above much right now. And as long as I was doing the math, if I could run about either $100 a show or $100 a day over multiple shows, and I do about 5 to 6 shows or even a show a day or several shows a day, I would be pretty gravy, pretty comfortable until I can find employment. So I am going to be
man.
I was so happy to be monetized, and then getting those super chats was just like, hey, look at that, I'm a real YouTuber now I'm gonna be like, fuck it, now I know the grind, like, yes, give me money. Fucking, I hate doing that, but I'm gonna be pushing it a lot further until I can find something else.
Like quartering, push some merch.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Now I
do not be afraid to use things like my channel is under attack.
Right, my channel's under attack. I'll start drinking for super chats or wearing a shot collar like Dermy did that one. Who knows? Fuck it. I have yet to degregate myself.
If you want to do a bit, do you have any Arab friends that could come over and shock you?
I don't. But I guess I'm gonna find some. I don't know. We'll see. But I thank you, Devastator. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming a lot more while I have the time to do it. And hey, if I build up the channel, so that's the thing. I'm not asking people that are here that are watching that have been fucking loyal and tune into us assholes as often as you do. You've done enough. Don't. But liking, sharing is a big thing. So if we can grow the channel, get some new folks in here, and see if we can make this a full-time thing. My wife was saying maybe, she's big into that all things happen for a reason. So maybe that's the case. Maybe we'll see where it goes. We'll see. I'm just, but yeah, so gonna be seeing a lot more of me, a lot more often. And we'll go from there. So the Candace Owens Body Pillow Fund is still a thing. That was a commitment, and people that have already donated super chats have committed to the Candace Owens Body Pillow. We are getting that. After that, the rest of the super chats are going to pay my fucking bills.
You're in the land of the oldest. You're in the land of the oldest profession. You'll figure it out.
I know.
I mean, Theo did. I mean, you could do it too. You could move into a house with 4 dudes, Iron. I mean, 5 dudes.
Not for real. There's an open room.
For me and my wife, sure.
I mean,
Student of God, you just tuned in right as we're checking out, man. But good seeing you. Hey, Student of God, I'm gonna be doing EFAP and EBS ripping on Von Coleman tomorrow. So if you want to come check that out, or if you want to join, I don't know if you ever go on shows, but I'd love to have you on, dude. So I'll tag you when I go live in the X post, so you can at least come check it out. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Maybe I can even I don't know what Von's work schedule is. I'd love to have him on. He was streaming the other night trying to play this old ass like point and click relationship game, and it kept freezing up, and he was spurging out. It was hilarious.
Also, he just got glasses, so he's in a really delicate place right now. It would be a great time to bully him.
Yes. So you're welcome to join, Theo.
Absolutely. Let's try to make him feel really bad about the new glasses, so he's ashamed to wear them, so he can't read. That would be really funny.
And it's character building.
Right. It's important.
Yeah.
It's sad when you get them at his age. When you're old like me and you get them for the first time, it's just part of being old.
Right. It makes you look distinguished.
You know,
it puts the professor thing.
Yeah.
Oh, EVS deleted all the trash casts because he's scared of ripoffers.
Oh yeah.
When there's a will, there's a way. I'll see if I can find it.
He got copyright struck by ripoff, bro. The puppet guy copyright struck his ass.
I know, man. That whole scene is just eating themselves. It's exactly like we predicted a year ago.
We said it in a year they're going to be eating themselves because Eric Fly is going to be doing fine. What did he put out, like fucking 2 or 3 books this month or some shit he launched this month? Like, so everything's gravy there. He's getting no engagement, and even Ripper's goalposts and everybody from the Ripper side walked away from EVS, and no one engages with him from there anymore. So he has nothing.
No,
he has nothing.
Fighting.
Eating Katie did like. John Malin will probably be the last one to go, but they're about ready to eat Shane Davis, I think.
Oh yeah, Ripoffverse started following my wife.
You should invite him on.
Yeah, dude, Ripoffverse. I know we had some fucking smoke in the past on X, but hey, all things in the past. You want to come on? You're more than welcome. That'd be hilarious. I'd love to hear about all the inner workings of that shit show over there. Well, they are privated, and now he has to go back and edit all the episodes. Oh man, I bet he'll leave in the stuff about Vaughn, and I guess that was just last night, so I'll have to check and see.
Yeah.
If I can find it, I'll just rip it and record it.
That shit's hilarious.
All right. So yeah, going to be streaming a lot more. If anybody has some show suggestions or any topics you'd like to, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and do the sit in front of the camera by myself and talk bullshit, which I've never.
I hear hot tub streams are good.
Yeah. Do you got any Coke?
Yeah, I'll just have to find a swing couple to do it with.
Can you rent some children to abuse as well and throw shit all over your house?
That kind of behavior is reserved for after you've already made it in the world of YouTube. Okay?
Yeah, I guess this would be a little bit from start going backward. It'd be the backwards Ricada method. It probably doesn't work.
Yeah, show suggestions, send them over to me. Any topics you'd like me to talk about, please. My DMs are open. Anybody wants to hit me up and let me know. In between filling out job apps, I'll be doing this, and we'll see how it goes.
If you
it's
want some
been
tips on AI after, close it up.
Yeah. All right,
As long as you don't have a claw, you got Feet Finder.
Yeah. All right, it's been real. It's been fun, but it has been real fun. Goodbye, everybody.
Jerome, can you tell that piece of shit asshole to fucking get the hell out of here before I fucking kick him in the face?
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Get some cups. Why did you do this? Pop in the car. Get some cups. For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare get your hands off there. Ta-ta and farewell.
I love you.
Fuck off.